where'd you get? And he's over there laughing on the phone. Oh, I got it from this voodoo store. Oh, I'm
so
on Sage.
They brought a bunch of voodoo stuff into your house.
Yeah, well, he had to send it to me.
I don't do that shit.
Because when he flew down here, then I had to have the stuff and then take it to the my apartment and then to the house. And I was like,
with the voodoo stuff in your house?
First of all, I saged it. Shut up. I don't even
So
the
I
mask.
saged it.
Saged
I won't
it.
even, look, I'll be honest.
Saged it.
If I'm watching a movie and it's got like a Ouija board or some type of exorcism, I'll watch that shit at somebody else's house. I'm like, I don't even want the spirits coming through the TV. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys saw those masks and the devil mask. When I opened it, I was I was like, where did you get these from? He's all, and he's all cool. Oh, this voodoo store. Oh, no.
That's how you know from New Orleans. It's casual down there.
Yeah. He still has those
Casual
too.
to cast spells on people.
And they were real, like, yeah. I was like, no, they're staying right here by the computer. Until he got it. He was laughing. I was like, yeah. And then, when we wrapped, I'm like, no, I don't know where you're going, but you're taking all this voodoo stuff.
What if you came out and when the mask was on your wall and you didn't put it up there?
Ah, hell no. Can you imagine? Oh,
it was just chilling up like...
I'll be like,
I'm watching you.
I missed a sage.
You missed a sage.
Did anything creepy happen while you guys are filming? It's always kind of weird.
Yeah.
Something falls or, something weird happens when you're filming.
It'd probably be for Ada.
At the
I don't think I
house.
was there enough to see
Yeah.
but...
The house.
What, a picture movie or anything? Or?
Okay, so you know how you guys saw the artwork? And he really collects those and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. You felt something like weird, like just
like the eyes are following you or something.
Like something, because you guys couldn't see it. There's 2 fingers.
No. Wait.
I took photos of them. There's like 2 fingers and weird like stuff, and it was just weird.
2 fingers, huh?
Hold on. Hey, caller.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, Vernon.
Now, if you could get memorabilia, I said that word right, from any horror movie, which one would you get it from and what would you get?
Great question.
Oh, that's a good
From
one.
any horror movie?
Oh.
Yeah. Because I already told y'all from action movie, I want that Kill Bill sword. I want the...
that's a good one.
Well, if you said action, though. You said a horror movie, though.
Damn, I would want that sword, too.
I for sure would.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a great question, bro.
That's good.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
You said from a horror film,
from
though, right?
Horror or action?
Yep.
From a horror. I want Freddy's glove.
I was going to say the same exact thing.
Wait a minute.
Because, like, everybody would know what that is. You know
he said, which one?
Which one?
I want the original.
Yeah.
I want the first one.
The
first one, yeah.
I would get...
because you don't want the Wes Craven, the
I was going to say the new Nightmare one is different,
Yeah.
So you want the original, not the new Nightmare.
The original.
If I was going to get one, I would get the new Nightmare.
The new Nightmare one, it looks cooler, but I just feel like there's more into that first one. Because the new Nightmare one has like the fingers. It look like bones and shit. Like it's different. But,
okay.
Yeah, I would get the first one.
So William
Freddy
got
Krueger.
his. Hey, Doc.
Oh, I would probably get... Oh, God. What's another horror movie?
I got one, but I ain't going to say it right now. Hold on.
Michael Myers.
I would probably get... Yeah, I would go get Michael Myers' mask, like the original mask.
Ooh.
I think that would be scary just to have that.
That's nice.
That would be scary, the original.
I want Chucky's shoes.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Chucky's
what?
His Chuck Taylors. His red ones. Some little red Chuck. Because you got to imagine, if you walk into my house and you see some little ass red Chuck Taylors, you'll be like,
Chucky's here.
Are those the shoes from Chucky?
Hell no.
If
I ain't gonna lie, if I had those would be up in my car, right up on the river.
Oh, that'd be funny.
It'd take a motherfucker a minute to figure out what they're looking at.
Who gonna rob you? They're like, hold up, you got that motherfucking Chuck?
You got them Chucks.
How about the box from Hellraiser?
Oh hell!
Oh yeah.
I never finished.
I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit in my house.
Yeah. That's kind of scary.
You know they have them. And you can buy them from this exotic. I thought about it and I was like, nah, I don't want that shit in my house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it looked cool, but from a distance.
Or even a devil mask from what was that? That Tom Cruise movie that he did back in the days. Can you imagine like I've seen it and I'm like, that is crazy.
She said things that you want. Like I'll take Freddy Krueger's gloves. She's like, I would love that devil mask in my house.
It was so creepy though.
I'm good.
I would scare people. Have that outside the house. So when they walk in.
All right, Vernon, we're going to answer the other part of your question too. Thanks for the question.
Thanks, Vernon.
Yeah. So let's answer the other part. What about any memorabilia from a film?
From any film.
I already know. Captain America's his shield. Yes.
That'd be hard.
I definitely would want the shield.
To house and see that
be like,
shield
what?
On the wall, that'd be kind of cool.
Captain America, baby.
That's tough. You're talking about swords. I mean, the original blade sword would be kind of cool too.
Oh, that would be a good one.
The original one. I want this shit to spike out too, even though I know it don't. But
with the hand.
The spike.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
About that.
That was dope.
I'm gonna watch Blade tonight. That was a good ass.
Blade is dope. I watch all three of them too.
Yeah.
The first one obviously is dope. The second one is just like, wow, this shit's crazy. The third one is just funny because it got Ryan Reynolds in it. But
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, damn, the sword.
The sword.
Yeah, because you mentioned swords. I was like, that sword would be dope.
What about
I'm thinking about. I'm probably taking all the weapons off the Ninja Turtle set, the original. I'm taking all the way. I'm taking the staff. I'm taking the swords. I'm taking Michelangelo's nunchucks. I need those.
I would definitely take the
Raphael's size. Yeah,
because everybody would know what the fuck that is. Like you see those, you'll be like, yo, that's some Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
that's pretty obvious.
Just those four weapons, and just have them on the wall. And they're like, oh, you do this? I'm like, these are the Ninja Turtle set. They're like, what? The original Ninja Turtle set. Yeah.
What other set?
You know what I would take? If I could have anything from film, even though it's tough, this is kind of selfish.
Hold on.
What?
And no one's ever.
Batman.
I would use this thing. I was gonna say the car from Fast and the Furious, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh yeah. That was a dope car.
Mustang, but I would drive it. I would drive it. If I had to pick something, I could just sit.
You would drive it. Yeah.
Shit, probably a Batmobile. Shit. You know,
see, that's what I was thinking.
No,
Batman, he had some gadgets.
Like the first one, though. Not from the TV show. The first movie, though.
Okay.
I think that was the most unique looking Batmobile. The other ones look better, but I think that was like the most unique looking one.
Like all the new gadgets.
I would take the Batmobile.
That would be kind of good.
Did you guys ever watch the Three Ninjas with the kids?
Of course.
Yeah. I want all three of their masks.
Of course, I watched it.
Rocky Cole Tum Tum. I pulled it up. I want all three of their masks.
First we feast.
I probably will wear Colts.
What does it say? First we feast.
I thought you remember the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
It's
fuck?
been a while. I haven't seen it in a while.
First we feast, then we fell in.
Yeah. That was funny.
So corny if you ever go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's pretty bad.
You can actually go on Netflix. The second one is on there now. So actually, this is random.
That should be your ninja mask.
This is random as fuck. But if you've seen all of them, there's like four of them. The first three, there's one actor that's in all three of them.
Yeah.
But for some reason, so the first one they have a certain set of actors. The second one they have two new brothers, but one is still the same. And then the third one they go back to the original group. I was like, who the fuck does that in a movie? Like you recast and then cast the originals back for the third one. Like the two didn't work.
They're like.
So I went back and looked it up because I was just curious. So basically, they filmed the one and number 3. And number 3, something went wrong with the budget, so they weren't able to put it out. So they ended up creating a whole nother movie.
That makes sense.
They created a whole nother movie, and then later they were able to put it out, so they just called it the third movie. I was like, why you cast and recast and then cast again? Like,
I know that ninja.
Yeah, like, hold up.
That's funny.
When you were saying that movie, I was thinking about...
the second one's on Netflix right now.
What was that movie called? American Ninja? It was kind of like
White
dude. With the white dude. It was kind of like Three Ninjas. But I think it was called American Ninja. That's what I was thinking about when you were saying Three Ninjas. But I remember Three Ninjas. They all had different color outfits on.
They had one that was called Little Ninjas too. It looked more like a Bollywood film, but like a Bollywood ninja film.
That's funny.
Bollywood Ninja. Actually a good movie. Three Ninjas was a good movie. It's kind of like Home Alone mixed with Ninja Turtles.
With the kids.
I think that's why it was cool. Cause
I forgot about that.
When you were a kid, you'd be like, oh, if somebody came in my house, I would easily just put on a mask, whoop people's ass, throw salt in their face. Like, and this shit would just work.
That's funny.
We're grown men.
The salt in the face works.
Salt and pepper,
I've done that in real life.
Like salt and pepper.
If you're ever in a bind and you got to get out of there,
that's funny.
A little pack of McDonald's salt to save your life, you know?
Just throw it in the face.
Just do a little ninja blow.
Give me that.
The ninja blow.
That Sonya kiss of death.
Yeah,
that's what you should do too.
You gotta think about it. People put salt on people's wounds. Imagine how that goes with your eye membranes. Like,
oh no, I blew it in somebody's eyes. Bro.
Yeah,
it works.
Just getting salt on you is like whatever. Get it in your eyes or on a cut.
And the worst one, it's like if it's table salt, it's even worse because it's so grainy. You know? It feels like what the guy told me. It felt like little pieces of glass was in there until it dissolved.
Right.
And then it
you can't rub it too because then
it burns more. So like you
how do you get it out?
You got to stick your face under some water.
You have to just let it run. You just have to let the water run.
And we was at a park, so he couldn't find no water fast enough.
So. I've had hot sauce by accident.
Hot sauce is trash.
I've had to dip my head.
Depending on what kind. I mean, all hot sauce is bad, but certain ones really will jack you up.
I was like, I had some on my fingers, like,
hey, yo, they really
like right on the nail, on one of my nails. And I don't know, I went to go rub my eye and I go, oh shit. And then all of a sudden,
I did that I was eating a jalapeno from In-N-Out. You know, you squeeze on your burger.
Yeah, you forgot the juice. Yeah.
I sniffed Kool-Aid before. By far the worst out of all the. I sneezed. I had Kool-Aid on a plate. I was acting like it was cocaine.
Why are we over here bullshit? I'm up here looking at the masks. I'm like, $200. I can get all 3 of them masks.
That's not bad.
Not the originals, but the.
That's not bad.
Like a knockoff. I'm like, just to have them shits up.
That's not bad.
That kind of cool.
That actually is cool.
You can have them made on Etsy. Just show the design, and then they put them on a mask.
That's not bad. We gonna come in here and see William all ninja'd out with that mask. Oh, he gonna be flipping. When I was a kid, I
was always Colt. I was the middle one. Because me and my cousins, one, he was older than me. We had the younger one, so I always played the middle one, Colt.
That's funny.
I was the one that made all 3 of the movies. Like,
hey, who's the first character you pretended to be from television?
Oh. From television?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think for every boy, probably around me and Will's age, is probably something from Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers.
Yours was, yeah. Mine was probably like She-Ra or somebody.
Who?
She-Ra.
She-Ra?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Like or Wonder Woman, those two.
Who is She-Ra? I've never heard of her.
You've never heard of She-Ra?
She-Ra.
No.
I thought they were going to remake her.
No, this was a cartoon?
Yeah. It was called She-Ra.
With the little jewel thing in her head?
She-Ra,
I've never seen this in my life.
Oh, my God.
No, never seen it. Well, it's like anime. Is this anime?
Yeah, it is. I'm aware of this, but I didn't watch this.
Too.
Yes.
First episode, 19.
Dang, I have never heard of this.
Yeah. Princess of Power.
That
was so ugly.
We showed you where Ada was.
With the outfit.
With music we don't know.
For real.
Like I got the stumpers.
Me. Like, I'm like, what is this?
And I got the stumpers.
So
she was He-Man's cousin.
She was He-Man's cousin.
Yeah.
I didn't know He-Man.
Who the fuck is He-Man? All I knew about was the He-Man's Woman Haters Club. Like,
that was funny. I forgot all about that. That was funny. They need to remake it.
Woman Haters Club.
The He-Man. Why y'all hating on He-Man?
Little Rascals, I like
He-Man.
They had no girls up in here.
He-Man too. He was good.
Damn, mate, I never heard of this.
That's funny. Yeah, She-Ra.
So this was a cartoon. Did it come on like the Saturday morning cartoon?
Yeah.
It was like
Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, I used to watch Spider-Man,
I just want to be a
X-Men.
princess, like Power, like Wonder Woman too. You know.
Was the Wonder Woman cartoon?
I don't remember if it was a cartoon back then. I think there was. Maybe it was like a rerun.
Wonder Woman probably was.
But I just remember like that Power.
I've never seen
She-Ra. That's funny.
Hey man, I ran out of nuts.
I ran out of what?
Nuts.
That's pretty cool.
You know this dude. I was
Princess
at.
of
You guys like
the
boba?
song. What'd you say?
You guys like boba?
I've never had it.
I
drinks?
didn't like it.
Man, I went up to boba time, and they're fire though. But one dude, I was like, yeah, can I get the pistachio? I was like, which one should I get? Should I get the pistachio or should I get the taro flavor? Because those are the flavors I typically like. And it was just the guy's explanation. He goes, well, yeah, the taro is good because it has this. He goes, the pistachio is really good because it's green. It's got that good flavor, and you can really taste that nut. And I was like, I'm going to go with the taro.
Yeah, definitely purple
taro.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to taste that nut.
Taste that nut.
I mean, he realized what he said.
Hey, caller.
I know I went off about slapping that dude
Vernon.
that put that stuff in their drink. I went OD on that, but the reason why I did it is because it's a true story about a group of friends who went to a cabin and they did it, and this dude killed everybody in the cabin because he was fucked up in the head, and he didn't know that he was poisoned. I mean, he was drugged, and he said that there were demons in that cabin and they were after him.
Was this a movie? Or was this real?
This was true. This is a real story. The dude, it took them 10 years to prove that he didn't do it on purpose. That he was fucked up because they drugged him.
Oh, damn.
That sucks.
Did it end up? Did they find out what the drug was?
I think it was
like mushrooms or something.
No.
Yeah,
I think it probably was some type of hallucinogen.
I think it was shrooms or some shit they put in his drink. And he killed everybody.
Oh, damn.
It's crazy. I'm like, damn, that's sad, but also at the same time, it's like
that's why I went OD on talk about smacking the shit out of dude for putting some shit in my drink. I'd have fucked him up for real.
Nah, that's not cool. I forgot that part, Vernon.
I don't do that. Yeah.
And William, I think you should be in the next movie, but I also think that it should be more about voodoo, possession, stuff like that, and then it should be longer than 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's gonna write it out.
That next film should be 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh,
and they should have a whole bunch of more elements in it, like the the guy that he possessed people. Is William going to be a part of the possession, or is he the dude that's bringing people to the house?
The voodoo dudes.
He's a voodoo dude.
Saying, something like Cause remember what I said? I said that yesterday. Remember I was saying that he could have been a part of it and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause I could be bringing people. They could be like, "Hey, is this the house?" I'd be like, "Yeah, this the house." Like I changed the numbers on some random house.
That leads me to a question.
Oh yeah, that is good.
A question, Vernon. Thank you, Vernon.
Yeah.
Hey, Vernon,
Thanks, Vernon.
Add some value here.
Right.
I like that.
What do you guys think the best? Ada, you can answer this. No, what's the best Spanish or Mexican horror film? Right, with that kind of theme, either takes place in Mexico. Or like a Mexican theme, and what's the best black horror film? Whether it be starring a black person or like take place in the hood or anything like that.
Horror film.
Because it's easy to make a horror film like in the cornfields and shit.
I would say
out in the woods. That's pretty easy. Dusk Till Dawn.
For Mexican.
Because I
guess
right?
it would have been a horror film.
Yeah. I think
I think they went to.
I'm gonna go with Selena.
Hilarious. That's funny shit.
I would say was ever in that woman's mind to shoot Selena after looking at that booty is insane.
Yeah,
you're talking about what?
That's insane.
I want to say it was at a house. They were meeting at that place, but I can't remember if it was in Mexico.
That was in Mexico for sure.
But that was a very good film.
That's probably my favorite vampire movie.
That was
besides Blade.
Yeah.
Blade is a dope movie.
Yeah, Blade is just an incredible movie all around, but. Vampire-wise, I'm definitely going with Dusk Till Dawn.
It was a movie.
That's another one.
It was a movie called Truth or Dare. It was based in like Rosarito, Mexico.
Also, there's which one would you say?
It's called Truth or Dare.
Oh, that was.
Where they go down to this like home in like Rosarito, Mexico. It's like a group of people, and they get there, and they realize there's this spell there in the house, and you have to play Truth or Dare. Once you start playing, you have to play, but if you don't, if you stop playing, you die. Or if you don't do one of the truth or dares, you automatically die. And it could be like truth. You have to tell the truth. And if you lie, you die. Or if you do a dare and you don't actually do the dare, you can die even though the dare could potentially kill you or somebody around you. So it was interesting. And they have two versions of it. Yeah, they have two versions of it. They have the newer one, which I like. They have one on Prime or something like that, which is okay. But I like the one that was in theaters. That one was better.
There's another, it's based off of a Mexican, like, I want to say it's like a folklore or something like. It's called La Llorona.
Nope.
So it's basically we were told this story growing up, and I don't even know if it was ever true.
Chupacabra.
But basically, this woman comes out because they killed her kids. And so she comes out at night. So when we were younger, they used to tell us the story when we were camping and everything. But then the movies start coming out. Some of them, they're not very.
Mexico has but you guys, that's the reason I asked is
she's like a demon. Yeah.
You guys have a lot of stories like that about a lot of creepy shit that y'all tell kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
so it's.
Where do these stories derive from?
She's called the weeping. She's called the weeping woman.
Oh no.
That's kind of what it is. Yeah.
Oh, so you at home and this bitch is crying at night, knocking y'all off.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen? Black people. I don't think black people are good at making horror films because I think we're too superstitious.
What about that one that you had me watch?
No, and our shit be funny.
That vampire, was it you? That vampire one, remember?
Vampire in Brooklyn?
No.
It
was the other one that it was recently. It was that vampire one where the girl goes in and her mother dies, and then they go into that the projects. It was like in New Orleans too.
I was gonna say projects.
Yeah, it was like the projects or something. What was it called? I forgot. You had me watch it.
Candyman?
No, it kind of gave you a feel of that. It was the girl. She had to go in there because her mom got bit or something. They had to go save her mom. She goes into the projects. Remember, we were like, why is it The vampires were only in the projects, not in the.
What
was the name of that movie? Is it new? Yeah, it was like was it last year or this year?
Is it on Netflix?
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, was it on Netflix? I can't remember, but remember it was black. It was all black cast.
They got that new movie, Vampire in the Bronx.
No, it wasn't that one.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was okay. Like it wasn't.
What happened?
It could have been.
Yeah, it was kind of racist though.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. It was kind of racist though.
You were like, watch that movie.
I hate when I watch films and it's like some underlying message in it. Like I absolutely hate it. Unless I go into it knowing that this is what I'm watching.
The kids.
Black is Night.
Black is
Night. That's
it.
Oh, it was on Amazon. It was on Prime.
Black is Night.
Yeah.
I started that movie. I didn't finish it though.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of racist.
Because I kept thinking like, wait a second.
Yeah. Like,
they're only over here?
The movie called Black as Night.
And the one Mexican kid?
Like,
that's a good
Black
point.
as Night. I guess.
You guys ever seen Tales from the Hood?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
That's always a classic.
I saw 1, 2, and there's a third one now, too.
I won't watch the third one. The
first
one was bad enough.
The first one was bad. I watched the second one because one of my partners was in it. And he gets killed, which is funny, by some vampires.
That's funny.
But, yeah, that first one.
Did anybody see Boo? Tyler Perry's Boo?
I saw both of them. And they're both, no.
Oh, wow.
No,
neither
I
one of them were good.
I didn't see those.
No offense, Tyler Perry. They're entertaining. I'll put it that way.
I didn't see those ones.
Well, I mean, that's not even his niche. So I
it's not. It was just because, like, there was so many, like, I'm like, oh, Boo, is it going to be scary? It wasn't really a horror movie. They tried to make it scary. They had certain things happen. It was very comedic. So, like, there's stuff that you'll laugh at, like, on some, oh, that was funny, or that was dumb as hell, but I'm laughing. Like, and then you see the end, and you're like, this shit. Like,
there's some bullshit.
And then it came out with a number 2. I'm like, just because he can. Just because he can. And I'm going to go see it.
He probably made a ton of money.
He probably did.
He did. Because what he did was he hired, the reason why I think the movie was like mildly successful is because he hired social media influencers.
Oh yeah.
And put him in the movie. So like some of the kids.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's DC Young Fly, there's Liza Koshy's. Both of them combined got to combine like 30 million followers as just them two. So it's like just having I want to go see her in a movie. I even watched it because of one of the girls. I was like, I watch her videos online. She's funny. Let's see how she acts. But then she starts doing other movies though too.
That's not bad marketing.
It was smart on his part.
That wasn't.
Because if you're coming out with a movie that's not in your niche, it's like, how can I market this for the cheapest budget possible?
Yeah.
Cheapest should be a word though.
Dang. Cheapest.
Cheapest. I'm gonna start saying that.
Now, you as a producer and you as an actor, is there any movie, Will, that you won't act in? It's like if it's not, sexual stuff, right? But if it's like, if you had to play like, if it's like
Ouija boards?
supernaturally, like if it goes too far in the supernatural world, like would you?
Ouija boards is tough for me. I don't even like that shit near me.
Oh.
Like if you pulled out one right now, the show would be over.
What if I just left it? If I left it in front of his apartment?
Right.
Tomorrow.
With your Ghostbuster machine. Like,
yeah.
Turn them on at the same time. See what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be me. Man. Whoever walks out first is going to find you because Kim don't like that shit either. Like,
you'd be like, A-Dot.
Now, you as a producer.
It wasn't me.
You as a producer, is there anything that's just like too creepy for you to get into? Like any subject, any topic?
I don't like demonic stuff. I don't bring the Annabelle.
No, I don't think so. I like exploring all that.
If I was in the Conjuring movies and all that stuff, like doing those movies, because people don't even realize, like you saying that shit, like when you're in the house saying those rituals, like even though it's on set, you're literally saying the shit. So it's like,
yeah, words are real.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could have been on set with the Ghost Whisperer, that TV show.
I do not,
because they said a lot of stuff happened.
What's the
because they were definitely touching on the paranormal.
Poltergeist was the one where, like, if you notice, half that cast is dead now.
Yeah,
that would have been. That
was crazy.
Especially that preacher, man. He scared me.
Yeah, all the people.
I'm saying half the cast is dead.
Caroline.
Yeah, I think like all of them are dead, and the
way he would talk.
The crew. I think a lot of people from the crew died.
Yeah,
too, which was kind of crazy.
From the first, yeah.
But was that the first possession movie? That was like that was like a big film at the time.
I don't know if it was.
That's what the 70s, right?
I don't know if it was the first,
70s.
but
no, I think it was the 80s, wasn't it?
Poltergeist? It looks like the 70s.
It's so hard to tell once it's.
Hold on. Let me look at the.
Like a 70s film for real.
Right.
1982 was the first
82.
one.
Borderline.
Close.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, caller.
You know who it is.
Hey, Vernon.
Anyway, speaking of the paranormal shows.
Yeah.
MTV had one.
What's it called?
What was it?
MTV had like 2 or 3. But one of them, there was a reunion show. They went into this building where they were looking for paranormal activity and all this other stuff because it was supposed to be high and paranormal and stuff like that. So a couple of months passed after the show. A couple of people said that they felt it was something on them. So I said, y'all shouldn't have took y'all asses in there anyway because y'all asses got them spirits attached themselves to you, and you shouldn't have took your ass in there in the first fucking place.
Yep, especially if it's haunted.
That's why I don't fuck. That's why I don't fuck around in cemeteries. I don't go. If you in a cemetery, you gonna be there because I don't visit people in cemeteries. I don't do none of that because spirits can attach themselves to you, and they would drain the life out of you.
Yeah, you're right. That's why you always have to. Well, with me, sage. I don't remove, none of it, get that spirit away. Yeah.
And Lala and then Miss Lorona.
Oh yeah, Lala Lorona.
She was a well, the myth was, and you should know it better than me.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful woman from a poor town, and a rich dude picked her up, and they got married and had kids. And he decided that he found the woman younger and prettier than the one he was with, so she flipped out and killed her kids.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. We just always heard the kids. Yeah. That's the part.
And her spirit is trapped trying to find her kids.
The weeping woman.
She's after kids.
Yeah. The weeping woman.
That's why she's after kids. I don't fuck with that movie neither because that movie is fucking creepy.
Yeah. That one is creepy. It is. It's good. It's creepy though.
And I don't understand. I mean, the Spanish community. You all have a lot of great horror. In like the Chupacabra, that could have been a real movie, but that was a bullshit movie in the 80s. That movie was horrible.
Yeah, I'm about to say that movie was not good.
It needs to be remade.
Yeah, they have. You guys have a lot.
There's a lot of scary stories. Yeah.
Like this stupid little girl, I don't know, she was in a Catholic school. I can't think of the name of the movie, but her and her friends were fucking around with a Ouija board on a solar eclipse, and they said that that's one of the days you're never supposed to fuck with a board because that's when it's it's that and Halloween when the veil is the weakest and the demons can. Okay, she got possessed and got bit the fuck up.
Damn.
I can't think of the name of the movie. If I can remember, find the name of the movie, I think it was Veronica.
I don't remember.
I think that was the name of it. I think it was Veronica.
I didn't see
Veronica.
So.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
You would like it, A-Dot.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Veronica. This little girl, she got fucked up for real.
Damn. She opened up the portal.
She opened up the portal and got fucked up.
Yeah.
Leave them portals alone.
Yeah. As I was saying yesterday, and I know I'm rambling, but fucking with Ouija boards, like I was trying to tell Nick, a lot of times these beings latch themselves to you, and then you're stuck because you don't know they're on you, but yet you're withering away, and you're tired, your face is sunk in, and all this other stuff is happening to you because they're eating away at your life.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's easy like possession as well. But I'm going to let y'all get back to the show because I'm going to keep running my mouth. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.
All right. Thanks, Vernon.
Yep.
The Ouija boards.
Man, we're going to get off the topic of these Ouija boards. Fuck that.
So you don't want me to leave one in front of the...
No.
In front of the apartment.
Hey, y'all about to say, like Vern said, old girl got fucked up. You going to get fucked up.
True story, real quick before we switch. When we were younger, my sister and her friends did play the Ouija board at her friend's house down the street. And they got scared because some stuff happened.
Of course.
So they threw the Ouija board away, and literally it popped back up.
I was gonna say it came right the fuck
and
back.
it did it twice. So the only way they got rid of it was they had to burn it, like literally light it on fire.
They had to
light it on fire.
It came back drumming like that Jumanji game.
And that's when I was like, "Ooh, I'm never playing that."
Yeah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. Oh, Jumanji. Yeah.
Yeah, it came back. That Jumanji board.
It came back.
We're going to get into some good, bad, and ugly news, I guess.
Yeah.
On the bad news, we want to say R.I.P. to Brother Bill Russell.
Yes.
88 years old, 5-time MVP, won 11 titles, more championships than anybody else. That boy got 11 rings. You know, R.I.P. to him. It's crazy. It's going to be crazy not seeing him in the finals now, because every time at the finals, he would come and hand his award and all that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be...
it's going to be different. I wonder who
But he lived a long life. What else we got on here? Getting into some of the jail news, we'll start off with the mystical before we get into the ugly. We got mystical arrested again for rape, domestic abuse, strangulation.
That's what they put. False imprisonment,
damage property, and robbery. So mystical already did his time. He did like 10 years for rape.
Yeah.
Prior. And now he's going back for the same shit. It's just the booty is mine and it belongs to me to him. That's crazy.
I mean,
some people, I don't know, it's just bad habits or just not functional. I don't know, because my thoughts are you did 10 years, you got out. I know some people have trouble with coping with life when they get out of prison.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 10 years, and maybe he just,
But he's been out for a while. It's not like he just got out of jail. He's been out of jail for a few years.
Yeah.
So for him to go back into jail for the same shit, I'm like, either he just wanted to be in jail, or I don't know.
He likes raping.
He just like raping,
mystical
going back to jail for rape, domestic abuse. It says
danger.
It literally says strangulation. And false imprisonment. That's
it don't make no sense.
That's what he went to jail for the first time, right?
He would rape. For 10 years.
No,
10 years.
No, false imprisonment.
Yeah.
I think he strangled the girl.
Yeah.
False imprisoned or something else.
That's crazy.
Shit.
So he got a problem.
Just repeat offender.
He's from New Orleans too. That's crazy.
You would think, as a celebrity, at least as a man would think, the one benefit you have as a celebrity is you ain't got to beg for
You ain't got to rape, right?
Yeah. You got women at your disposal.
You don't even think about you ain't got to rape. That's not a normal man thought. But you think I don't have the regular man daily competition for a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
That's totally eliminated. So I don't understand.
And you could role play. Like, if you really need to have that, I want to, make her feel like she's my slave. There's girls that'll do that shit for you.
Especially now they got apps for that.
Yeah.
They got girls that'll show up, pull up, take over me and do all this shit, slap me, all that bullshit, and then go home all right, see you next Tuesday. Like,
see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, and then but you like, nah, I want the real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like power.
I don't
Let's go wild. It's power trip.
You're right, Will. You can hire somebody at this point. You can literally just Google sex slave.
Yeah.
And it's probably a site you can call.
I'm sure.
And be like, hey, I got 2,000. I need a sex slave for the weekend. I want to beat on her. I want to rape her and kick her in the stomach and shit. And somebody will show up.
I know just the girl.
Somebody will show up.
I know just the girl.
And what's funny, people are like, oh, that's messed up. I'd be like, no, she signed up for this. Well, some of these girls signed up for this. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them been trafficked, which is messed up. But there are some girls that enjoy shit like that.
So
So
with that being said, do you guys think prostitution should be legal?
It's a slippery slope. I mean,
because the adult people that I know that have done that thing, they say they're filling a void. Like, certain men have certain fantasies, right? And I have a homegirl. She's not my friend anymore, but when I was in high school, she looked like a child. Like, no bullshit. Like, she looked like she was 14. But she was Filipino, so she already had a small frame. She's already a small person.
She feels the pedophile
and
desire.
she was explaining to me why she was in the porn industry, and she explained why she never got any boob job. She never got her butt done, nothing. And I was like, oh, you don't think that's kind of creepy? And she was like, no, would it be creepy if they were doing it to somebody that wasn't an adult? Like, that'd be creepy.
Oh, that's real
and
creepy.
Right. And she was like, she has body issues, but she thinks, even though she thinks she thinks those guys are creeps, she understands the balance that she looks a certain way, and there's men who like women that look like this.
That look young like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Pedophilia, though.
So
it's
even though she was creeped out by it, she understood because she was in that world. She understood that there's people who look like her who have body issues.
Yeah.
But then there's people who like people who look like her, and some people find those people creeps. So you got to find a balance somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Vernon.
Do you know that I found out that there was a hierarchy to that?
To prostitution?
I didn't even know that. It's a hierarchy to prostitution.
That's crazy.
Do you like one
the
profession
girls on the street?
Yeah.
The girls on the street are looked down upon by the girls by the call girls. The call girls are looked down upon by the girls who do the thing like in Vegas.
High clientele.
Oh, like the escorts?
High profile escorts.
And they looked up by the escorts, and the escorts look And it's like, how are you all looking down on each other when you all doing the same thing?
Well, you know, people in prison.
It's like who they
same thing. Yeah, we're all in prison. Yeah. And if you have certain crimes in prison, you go on the lower totem pole, which is kind of weird.
But Nick,
you rob somebody? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I killed 20 people.
That's completely different from you selling your ass one way and she selling her ass the same way you selling your ass, but she just making a little bit more money than you, but you out on the street, but yet she got somebody. It's all pimping. And that's all it is. It's all hoeing. It's all prostitution.
Well, Vernon,
how do they look, though?
The same thing.
Right.
How do they look, though? I feel like look has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a track out there, Vernon? Or a blade? I don't know what you guys call it in Chicago.
Yeah.
You talking about a stroll?
Okay, you guys call it a stroll. Yeah, do you guys have one out there?
We're basically rolling down
there. It's a few of them.
We have one of them. Yeah, we have a world famous one out here on Figueroa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever, you can Google, you can look on YouTube, and they actually have people who film women on Figueroa. You will see a lot of times those women are usually been abused at young ages and strung out on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that too.
And the fucked up part of it is that I was walking down the stroll and didn't know it was the stroll. And this girl was like, "Hey, that big boy, you want to have some fun?" I was like, "No."
Yeah,
and then, I'm walking and minding my own business.
Big boy.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, big boy.
They was trying to get you, Vernon.
Yeah, no. Then it was these dudes walking down, and there was a couple of trannies on the corner. And I could basically tell the difference between a real woman and a tranny because trannies, most bitches got big arms. Them bitches big.
I know. We live in West Hollywood. I know.
Yeah, we've seen them
knocking on the trash cans.
And it's like they talking to these dudes, and one of them say, "Yeah, but you weren't saying that shit yesterday when you hired us to do this, that, and the other," and they kept walking. I was like, "Yeah." So y'all motherfuckers be out here hiring these people and not thinking that they gonna say something. And see, that's the crazy part about Hollywood. It's a lot of these women out here under these undisclosure contracts, and they can't say shit. A lot of these niggas out here, niggas out there be creeping, and y'all don't be knowing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. I was on.
We know.
Yeah,
and that mystical shit is absolutely ridiculous. And what's that other dude?
Mystical tripping.
He's a serial rapist. What the fuck? He's a star. You know who he is. He's a star on one of those popular shows.
Right.
Charlie Sheen?
If you think, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Right.
He was getting these Instagram models to come to California. One of them, he told, Drake needs models for his party.
He's talking about that Superfly guy. Remember the one that kid, that one?
And he told her, Drake needs a couple of models for his party.
He was found guilty.
Up, and then Drake ain't nowhere to be seen, and he was like, "Gotcha, bitch!" And then he raped her. Then it was a couple of other females.
There's a few of those,
Yeah, he got arrested.
Like, and I'm like, why are you guys out here raping women when they're basically just throwing it at you like, here, hey, you on TV, you can have it for free.
Sometimes people they want to take it, but it's fucked up. But
just like that dumbass woman who followed Scottie Pippen around the world, and now she tried to sue him, talking about she didn't get her money back. Bitch, you followed him because you wanted to get some dick from Scottie Pippen. Stop fucking playing. Stop lying.
Scottie Pippen got worldwide growth?
Damn, I didn't even know.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
He's Scottie Pippen. He got 6 rings.
Scottie Pippen had a stalker.
She flew around the world.
Shout out to Scotty.
Yeah, that Superfly kid.
There's stalkers everywhere.
Well, I should say kid.
My fiance used to say, what's it called? There was a stalker that used to come to 24-hour fitness to follow the actor that we always talk about, Christian Keys.
Oh, was it? It wasn't me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, she used to show up in there, and she knew what days he worked out. She knew his patterns. And then one day they had to kick her out because he was lifting, and she walked up to him and just bit his shoulder.
Did he hit?
She bit him? Literally?
He bit his sholdor, yeah.
Did he hit?
Who knows?
Was she pretty?
Would you hit a stalker?
Was she pretty though? Was she pretty though?
She was interesting.
If in your young days.
She was.
Wait, what do you mean interesting?
I wouldn't say she. I mean, she wasn't somebody that I personally was like, oh, is she bad? But she wasn't a bad looking person.
Oh, okay.
That's what. In your young days.
In your young days.
Think about the scenario, right?
Yeah.
You know she crazy because she's stalking you.
Yeah. Right. You see her every time you're there.
And she'll probably cater to whatever you ask, too. It'd be that one day, and she'd just be in the window. You'd be looking out your window like, there's a girl outside my house. I could do it.
Yeah, like
I mean, she here already.
She outside the house barefooted.
Yeah.
Right. Right. She got a picture of you when you were doing gymnastics as a kid on her
William.
You know how crazy it is what you said?
Oh,
I had girls follow me home.
See, I knew they was all.
No, when I was
little stalkers.
Elementary, middle school. Well, cause like not even on some real, like when I was a kid. I mean, obviously I act now, but when I was a kid, I did child modeling.
Oh, okay.
And so, and like back home, like obviously in Hollywood, everybody, you know, actors, models, this is by the abundance here. But back home, we only have but so many people who do stuff like that because we had Nordstrom. Nordstrom's headquarters is up there. I did a lot of shoots for Nordstrom. So anything that was Nordstrom based, I was like in it, like kid wise. So if you go into the store, I would be like on the walls. If you looked at their magazines, I was either I had one on the cover, but most of them, you'd find me like in the thing. So my friends thought that shit was cool. So girls would be like, but back then I didn't really understand that. I was a kid. So, like, people follow me. I'm like, I don't know why these girls are behind the trash can right now, but...
Like, William.
William. You answered my question, though, Will.
Will. She
was bad, though.
That's crazy.
Fine, but she a stalker. Like, she, you know, like, oh, this bitch is crazy.
He probably would have did.
Nah.
Back in the days, if you're single,
risky.
If you're single, if you're single.
No, it's not even about being single. A part of me is like, yeah, that might be some fun shit. And then the other part of me is like, this bitch is never going to leave. Like,
oh, yeah, that's true, too.
What about you, A-Dot?
William? Yeah. Some crazy fool. Oh, yeah, I probably would have bit Christian.
Like,
but,
hilarious.
No, I've seen Christian in person. He's fine. He's very fine. We trying to bring him in.
If you seen the dude, he was stalking you, but he was attracted to him. Like, he was a good looking guy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with him. He got everything going.
fucking.
He was just on some stalker shit. Like, he was on some big time stalker shit. Like,
I had that before. And no.
Did you like the guy?
I did at first, but then he started stalking, and the creepy part was my brother came home one day, and he had my brother took advantage. He had a full jersey, everything, all this stuff. So he went and found my brother, bought him all this stuff to try to get back in the house, like back to my parents' house. And I looked and I said, what the fuck?
I appreciate you. Thanks for the jersey.
And then I went straight to my room. I'm like, what the like, what am I going to do? Like, he's up. My brother's all, he bought me all this new shoes, new jersey.
That'd have been me too.
And then finally I was like, Mom, you guys got it. And then my mom's like, should I keep him for dinner? No. I was like, you guys got to kick him out because he literally was like.
Most parents know.
They got to know. I was like, man, he was doing way too much.
You didn't know you was about to be in an arranged marriage.
I cut him up. Yeah, basically that's what he was trying to do.
You didn't know there was arranging something for you, A-Dot.
I was like, no.
Stuck in there, A-Dot.
And then he would pop up at all the clubs that I'd be at.
Right now with the man of your dreams.
And I was like, no, that's kind of no.
Why?
That's too much.
A-Dot, you would have had all the jerseys. You would have had all the jerseys.
The jerseys, I know. I would have had every jersey from
every jersey. You would have had a Celtics jersey dress.
So, I would have had the jersey dresses.
So let me
everything.
get this understood. No. Both of you guys are saying, no matter how attractive the person is,
if they got crazy,
if they're creepy.
No.
It's a no-go.
That's a no-go for me.
No matter what. Like,
honestly, when I was younger, I probably would have made the mistake of fucking. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But like just knowing what I know now, it's just like I don't know if I would feel like dealing with the aftermath.
Right. Yeah. Would
and
you,
you only
Nick?
know that because you went through it before. So
would you, Nick? Or have you?
Oh, I have my younger days for sure.
Had some crazy stalkers?
I knew she was crazy. Like, going into it, I knew. I was
but
like,
you go into it like crazy. That's gonna be fun.
You're right. Like, she's crazy. And then you just weigh out, like, is she kill me crazy? Or...
how crazy is she?
Right. And if it's not that crazy, like, if it's like... she's gonna yell and, go through your shit. That's light,
She gonna bash your tires.
Once you get to threats and cops calling, then you gotta go.
Right. Why are you at my house?
Yeah.
If you hear shit like that, you like, oh, okay, it's time to get out.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm 3 states away. Why are you here?
Yeah. Or they stare at you.
That's too much.
Oh yeah.
I've had that.
And they tell you, like, I had a girl tell me, like, I like watching you sleep, and I was like, what?
I had one girl call me. I had one girl call me on the phone in college. It was so funny because it was almost innocent, like as if she was like an elementary student. Like, you know how that innocence.
Yeah.
She calls me up. At the time I'm like maybe 20 years old, and she calls me at like midnight. She goes, "Hey, Will." I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" I just wanted to tell you, I like you. I really like you. And I was like, all right, thanks. Like, cool. Like, I know what to say back. She goes, I just thought you should know that. All right, bye.
Stalker, dude. Oh, shit.
I'm like 20 at the time. And I was like, that shit was creepy as fuck. Because I knew who the girl was, obviously, and I was just like, wow.
I was trying to get back at her, like, yo, try to.
I was gonna say, I was like, if you speed a couple years forward,
maybe
deal with a head. Dude.
Yeah,
but
that's funny.
Had to let her get some of that crazy out first.
What's up, Colin? What's up, Vernon?
You got a stalker?
First of all, that's obsessive behavior.
Right.
Yes.
But Vernon, what if she was fine?
That is a mental issue.
Yeah.
What if she
was fine?
That is a murderous intent and mental issue.
What if it's Holly Berry?
That's something you don't fucking play with. No.
No Holly Berry.
What if the sex
under no circumstances do you even give these people the time of day because they already been built up in their mind that you are with them in the first place.
What about old girl from Thin Line Between?
I don't give a damn who it is. This could be the finest woman.
I know some people.
She was bad. She had money.
Yeah, I know some people like that.
The baddest.
Get them restraining orders.
You all fail to realize
right.
Get another order.
I know.
You all fail to realize, even though I think you guys are playing around. Yeah. That's scary as hell.
That is.
That is because I've watched this show and I think it was called Most Evil. It's called Most Evil.
What's that?
The man, this guy, it was about serial killers and rapists and all these other things, and then it was this one woman who was obsessed with this celebrity.
Vernon, were you watching your own footage?
And he explains that everybody has that obsessive trait in them. Yeah. It's just how you act when it's triggered. Because here's the part. You could be obsessing over somebody and be fucked up and don't even realize it. But this is how I know you fucked. This is how you know you fucked up. You justify the crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you sit. Let's say your boyfriend or you like this dude. You sit outside his house for 8 fucking hours. That's a problem.
Oh yeah, that's a huge
problem to normal people. But you would say, oh, well, I got him this, so he'll be all right. Huh?
What if you off,
No. 8 hours? No.
Nick,
that's a long time.
Okay, I'm gonna put this scenario out there for you.
Yeah. Like, I don't have the energy.
Nick, let's say a female is infatuated with you.
Right.
And you're not giving her the time of day.
Right, exactly.
And she decides that one day she wants to sit outside the studio.
Right.
All while you at the studio, she's outside the studio and she's out there.
Right.
Now, at first you'll be like, this bitch crazy and whatever, and you won't pay it no attention. But she does it all the time. So that's a pattern in itself that you have to be aware of because now she's trying to figure out where you are and what you're doing at all times. And everybody around you is in danger.
Vernon, look, I'm going to be real with you, bro. When I was doing music, I had this stalker chick, and this is how I knew she was a stalker. Like, when I first met her, she kept walking by, like, the studio window and, like, staring. But outside it was dark, so you couldn't really see, but you can kind of see. Like, and I'm looking like, is this motherfucker staring in here? But you can't, because the reflections you can't really see too well. But sure enough, somebody came in and told me, like, yo, there's some girl out there just, like, staring into the fucking studio. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
No,
I still ended up hitting that shit, though.
Way.
So, I mean, we gonna take the chance, Vernon. I feel what you're saying, but we gonna take the risk, man.
Have you ever stalked anybody, Vernon?
Of course.
Vernon, have you ever stalked anybody?
Of course.
Because in our minds, we like, she do anything.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I got close, but I snapped myself out of it. I got real close.
You got real close.
Because I could tell something. Because it was right. Because I'm gonna tell you how bad I got. It was raining, and I was standing outside this bitch house.
Oh damn! In the rain? In the rain?
In the rain. I was real fucked up in the head, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I was out there for a good hour and a half.
So on that show you were watching,
an hour and a half, he said.
On that show you was watching your own personal footage.
Damn, Vernon. Get the fuck up out of this, because that shit right there.
Yeah, she put that woo-wop on you, Vernon.
Yup.
That's so crazy.
Because Vernon was like, Vernon ain't doing that shit no more. And I ain't
hilarious. He said, I was outside.
She got that voodoo.
He said, I was outside in the rain.
For an hour and a half, he said.
On the
you
spot,
know.
Vernon,
Vernon,
hold on.
Shit.
Let's put A-Dot on the spot real quick.
Wait, no,
she rained on him.
A-Dot.
What?
You ever had the boom doom put on you?
Yeah, and I stalked the dude too. Shit? I did.
She followed.
Well, okay, wait. Let me ask you first.
Show did. Lord.
Did you know, like, right when y'all was done? Right? Because men know, like, when
she was on that FTD.
With a chick and she do some shit, and you like, yo, son, like, I'm keeping this motherfucker around. Like, did you know right after you guys finished having sex, you was like, yo, this motherfucker did
I was
thing.
like, what kind of connection was that?
So what?
Hey, I was on that FTD. She was following the dick.
What kind of stalker shit? What did you do? How far did you go? Vernon was in the rain, so Vernon set the bar pretty high. He was standing in the rain.
He said in the rain.
In Chicago, too.
I should have done somebody's house before, but no.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you light skinned, bro. You can't do light
Show
skinned
up to
shit
the house.
like that, that's light skinned stuff to do.
Yeah,
bro.
I know it.
I showed up to where he worked.
But
in all honesty, the guy.
Hold on. Slow down. First of all, did he work in like an office? Or
no, he owned a gym. He owned a gym. Okay. So it was like kind of played off. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking in the window.
In the gym?
I'm looking inside. Well, okay. It's public, but it's not public.
You didn't have a membership?
No, it was privately owned.
Okay, it's like a smaller private
gym. You'll know when somebody walks in.
She was broke stocking.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like...
You don't get no membership.
No membership.
And you know... And
$12.99 at the time.
And it had a gate and stuff, so it was open. So, like, I was like, all right, $8 in there.
No.
She vividly remembers it.
In the gate. I made it in the gate.
Why did you go up there?
Because he didn't return my call.
Hey.
Well,
I was in the neighborhood.
Not that he didn't. Yeah, not that he didn't. I mean, we had talked, like, obviously after, but it was like, wait a second, I haven't heard from him in a few days. Like, what the fuck?
I haven't heard from him, and my leg is still shaking.
I went, and I popped up.
What did you tell yourself? Did you say, like, I'm going to make sure he's still alive? Like,
I told myself, I'm in the area.
She was looking for the dick.
I did the whole, in my mind, I'm in the area, So then when I got there, I had already knew the other guy that worked there, his other friend. So they caught me.
You did a research. You did a research.
So it's like, it was kind of obvious because it's like the way that the garage was. I mean, the way that the gate was when you walked in.
Garage. She was at somebody's house.
The gate.
They ain't that up here telling too much.
No. It was a gym. There's like the parking lot. And then it's like, you'll know who's coming inside. So it was like, he caught me, like the eye contact. Oh, hey, what's she doing? Oh, I was in the neighborhood.
Why is it always?
I was in the neighborhood.
Why do stalkers always happen to be in the neighborhood? Coincidentally.
Was he training somebody at the time?
Yes.
Super awkward. Yeah.
It was really awkward. Then he came over there. He's like, "Oh, hey, like, what are you doing over here?"
Because he got to be professional too. He's like, "Hey, how you been?"
I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Well, I was down the street, And then the thing is it was like out of the nowhere. Because it wasn't like that. It wasn't like.
Yeah, but that's a
it was like that. But
you should have just been. What you should have did is just been a savage and be like,
I was down the street.
When's your lunch break?
Yeah. I would have did.
I was just
because I guarantee he would have been like, yeah.
He was like,
you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm done with this client. I would have smacked in the parking lot.
He was like,
yeah, you should have just told him, like, hey, I came by to get some. And he like, well, let me stretch
her out.
Because at least we understand where we stand. Because if you say, like, hey, I'm just here, I'm like.
But I guess he got the hint, because then, of course, he called later. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was full. You know what I'm saying? I should have.
All right. So, Will, how did you end up outside someone's window?
Well, this wasn't over no sex, though. This was just like, I was talking to a girl. Well, I guess we were dating. And, she just out of nowhere just decided to stop hitting me up. And it was out the blue though. It's like if you're dating somebody, usually there's some type of break off. Like if you're gonna break up with me, break up with me. Don't just be like MIA. Like, hey, we talking, everything is cool. Okay, there's a minor dispute, and all of a sudden you just ghosted. MIA. Yeah,
you got ghosted.
So I was like, what the fuck happened? So I pulled up.
And she was with a dude.
She went with a dude. She was there, and she just kind of looked at me like why am I there?
How did she see you?
Well, you can't miss William.
You guys are horrible at stalking.
I wasn't stalking. I was I wasn't even stalking. I wasn't in no windows or nothing. I knocked on the door. I'm very, hey, what's up?
Why you didn't call her first?
I did call her. She didn't answer the phone. So I was like,
he showed up. Yeah.
I was like, I know where you live. Like, that's the non-benefactor of me knowing where you live. I wasn't going on there on no crazy shit. I just was trying to figure out like, what's up.
Did y'all hook up?
No, we didn't that day. That would have been cool that day. Because that would have made me feel some time. That probably would have been worse for me. I'd have been in my feelings. I don't think that was the first time I really was like, damn, I got curbed. I got ghosted. That was I think that was the first time I could truly say like, damn, I really got ghosted like that. You might
have been the first person in history to get ghosted, bro.
Ghosted.
I don't think that happened before that, bro. You might have been the first.
Damn, I might have been the first.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Come to think of it. Because even if, because...
Did you see the girl later down, later on the years? You know,
I did. Yeah, I smacked one more time.
I had this other guy.
It was fun. The girl. Oh, she ain't watching this. It was weird because I was like, I was still in school at the time, but they had saw me later in later on, and they were like, oh man, I feel so bad for what I did. I was just going through some things, yada yada yada. I was like, okay. At this point, I didn't even give a fuck anymore because I think after that happened, I turned into a whole different person. I went from like, oh, you gonna ghost me? Oh, so this is what people do. This is just life.
So then you started ghosting.
I didn't just start. I started ghosting. What's funny is,
you know, they say that happens.
I just stopped caring.
You started ghosting?
I just didn't care as much. Well, no, what's funny is I was
hurt people.
Yeah, that's basically what it sounded like.
I think I might have been worse. I probably should have ghosted people. I was so like, I'm a nice person. Like, you called, but hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, good. You ain't called. I was like, yeah, I know. What was it? Is there a problem? I mean, I thought we knew where we was at.
She hurt you, Will.
Damn, she did. He took it out on the other girls after.
To that point where I was just like, hey, this is where we stand, and I'm not changing my opinion for nobody. Like,
that's messed up.
He was taking hurt people, yo.
I wasn't trying to hurt people. It just
was that your first heartbreak?
Heartbreak?
Was that the first girl to just rip your shit out and be like, anyways?
I wouldn't say first like heartbreak, but it definitely was a new experience for me to just be like, oh, people just stopped talking to people. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's it's as a young man, it's devastating when a woman doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like when you break up, it's cool. Like it's you still as a young person, like it messes with you.
What can I do?
Yeah.
Is there something I did wrong?
As a man, like when you first experience that woman who don't give a fuck,
man.
Yeah.
Because you never experienced that. Like everybody cares. Your mom cares. Your auntie cares. Yeah. Everybody cares. You know, every woman you know in your life cares. And when you meet one that's like, I don't give a fuck, you just like,
especially especially if you meet a girl like you said that just doesn't care. Like, for example, if I go to a club and you go to a club and that was like our club to go to, and we break up, I'm not going to that club as much unless it's just our friends. I'll go there. I'm trying to avoid that. I ain't trying to really be around you. I would always see people like see the same person. Like, oh, you just here active. You know I'm here, and you just active out here in these streets.
In the streets, yeah.
Dancing with dudes, looking over at me like, no. I'm just like, she wasn't that disrespectful, but
that's funny. I had this one guy.
You see it? You see what I'm doing here?
The cold shit. I had this guy who tried to stalk. Well, he did stalk me at my parents' house, and it was funny because I had cut him off, and I remember being at the door and I could hear, and my mom's like,
Cut it.
She's not here. And he goes, I can see her car is here. Her car is here. Like, can you please let her know? She's like, yeah, I'll let her know, but she's not here. She's gone. And he's like, but her car is here. And I swear to God, I came out there. Yeah, I came out there as a huge letter.
My mom would have not went for that.
I was like, oh.
My mom would be like, you need to go. My dad would have been like, my dad's different. But.
My dad wasn't there at the time, but my mom was. I was like,
So did your mom like him? Your mom thought he was cool?
Nah, she didn't like him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Usually your parents have good instincts.
Yeah, my mom always did on the guys.
And what's funny is my mom didn't like that girl.
Oh, that's funny.
She told me too. No, it's funny. She told me.
Yeah. That's one thing I learned too. Like, I tell young kids all the time, like, find somebody older that you respect and listen to them. Because it'll save you from so much. Every single woman that I was supposed to leave alone, somebody that I respect told me,
that ain't the one for you.
Whether it's my dad, my mom. So what I started doing was taking any woman I was dealing with, the first person you got to meet is my mom and my pops. Because they're for sure going to let me know immediately if it's a no or a go.
Because they already know. They can personality match anything. They're like, that ain't going to work for you or just in general.
Now, opposite of that for you guys and the guys, have you ever been with somebody who was good for you and you fucked it up and like your family member was like, damn, I really liked her, she was good, like they felt that was a good match for you, but then you fucked it up?
But I didn't mess it up, she did.
And
I don't really fuck with her, so.
Okay.
Growing up,
what about
you? Growing up, nah. I mean, everything was kind of, at least in terms of bringing somebody to my mom, I don't really just bring girls to my mom. I was like, she may have seen girls in my life through passing, but it was never like that girl I brought. Like, yeah, this the one, obviously, until now. But yeah, I can't say there was that one that was just like,
hold on, Vernon.
Man, this could have worked.
Who did you like screen women by? Like everybody usually takes women by either their homies or like who was like your screener. So you would take the girl by.
Oh, like
sure
cool.
It
was. I mean, there's a couple homies I just bring by and they're like, yeah, she cool peeps, or like they kind of get their
Okay.
Yeah, man, we screen y'all. We gotta screen y'all.
I've been screened.
Yeah, and guys got. And what's funny is guys gotta listen too. Guys gotta. I mean, obviously, unless you got that hater ass friend, because there's some friends that hate on you. Because either they want your girl or something, so they be giving you bad advice and shit. Like, oh, man, she ain't for you, bruh. She ain't the type.
Yeah.
She should be fucking me is what they're trying to tell you. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to listen to your homies, man. Especially whether they right or wrong, too.
Right.
Yeah.
I got friends of mine that I know they're wrong. That's why I bring them around. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say some shit that I wouldn't think about. Like, oh, okay, I didn't even think about that.
That's good advice.
Hey, Vernon.
People don't bring their friend. People don't bring their girlfriend around me.
Why, Vernon?
Why, Vernon?
And it ain't because he hating. It's because I don't want to hear what he got to say.
Why, you gonna tell the truth?
Yeah, because I read people. I can read people real quick. I can tell what type of person. The person is real quick. And because this one dude, he was dating this girl. He didn't want to bring her around me for shit. I met her. I said, you better watch out. This girl is sneaky and she's a liar. Come to find out,
was she in the room when you said that?
And she was a liar.
Liar.
But is he a sneaky liar though?
Yeah.
It's a difference. Wait a minute. It's a difference between being sneaky and a liar.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I could deal with
true.
sneaky, but sneaky and a liar.
Like,
come on,
like you sneaky and you lying, you just faulty.
Like, if you get caught, you're not going to admit to it.
Right.
Like, nah, I wouldn't.
That's why I don't hang around a lot of people. Because I can just read when people up to bullshit, and I'm too old for it, and I'm like, this is not for me. I do not deal with drama. I don't deal in it. They say, oh, Vernon, you act like you better than me. I sure the fuck am.
Well, Vernon, who do you scream?
Well, why you think you better than me? You sitting there in that bullshit, and I'm not in your drama.
That's a good point.
And then here's something. Here's something me and your dad had a little discussion about, and I still stick with this to this day. Do not put me in your shit. Don't call me and ask me to laugh for you to your girl.
Don't be my female
friend. And don't be my female friend and ask me to lie to your dude. Don't do that.
Then you got one on me. We got all right, Vernon. We got some comments from the chat room.
All right,
DJ, call in, DJ, because I want to hear. I know you got a story behind it.
DJ said, "Gotta see if she smashed the homie too."
He said, so. Yeah, you got that's some real shit. Like you gotta bring the home girl. If you feeling her, and you have a crew of homies that like maybe you don't go to the club, but your friends do. So you gotta bring them around there, because if she know the wrong person, you gotta start questioning shit.
Because it'll dictate how you feel about her down the road.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever brought somebody home and then it ended up that she did smash your homie?
She smashed the homie after.
Oh, okay. I was thinking before.
I've had both.
Like you would have known.
I've had both.
What's funny is the homie told me though, like, because this is the thing, like I wasn't dating the girl. We was just smashing, but it was very cordial. I kind of did like the girl, but I didn't know if I wanted to date or not. I was still kind of in that mode, like, do I want to date somebody or I'm good. But I was smashing, and one day he got drunk and he smashed. But he would, as a real nigga shit, he called me up and was like, "Hey, bro, nigga, I got drunk and she was over it, bro. And nigga, it went down."
Yeah, smash.
And I was like, "Bet."
Okay.
Like, you know, because he kept it real. I couldn't even get mad. If it was like my girl who I've been dating, I'd probably be like, "You fucked up." Like, I appreciate you telling me, but we're gonna run this fade. But I'm still on the way.
I'm still on the way.
But nah, he told me, and I was like, "All right, bet." Yeah. I just stopped hitting her up.
Damn, that's a cold game, man.
Damn.
Nate, what about you?
I don't think I've had it where I dated somebody and then afterwards, like a cousin popped up with the guy.
Oh, you told us that.
And I'm like, no, really?
You never been into somebody, then you found out that they dated somebody like that you knew, or your cousin or something?
Yeah, this one guy. It ended up. So we went to everybody basically hooked up with this chick. She was like one of those sexy people. Okay.
Yeah, I was in there too.
I didn't know this guy that I dated. I'm
was
like,
her name Brittany?
No, it was
Ashley.
another name. And I was like, damn, you hooked up with her too? He was like, damn. Then you look at him different, like, damn. No.
I was going to say,
you look at him differently, like,
say an exact name, but let me shut up.
Don't say no exact name.
I was like,
last name too.
Man.
Right.
I was like, her too? I was like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't
It always sucks, yeah. But you can't get mad at him for that because everybody.
It was years ago. Before
but everybody got to hit that girl
in
high school.
He did. Everybody did hit that girl.
You're not gonna get no other vagina.
Yeah.
So you
everybody had to hit that girl because you got the majority of the girls like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, like you're not. What?
I'm like, you didn't even go to our high school.
To be honest, we went
to the other high school. That's the worst part. Is I was like, you didn't even go to my high school. You went to the other high school.
He's probably had a kickback too.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
That's what happened. A social gathering.
I was like,
damn it,
y'all went in the back room and they're like, damn, I don't have a condom.
Wait, what? Thanks for the scenario. Now I'm gonna hit him up just because of that.
Hilarious.
Now hey, remember that time?
Now, how long does a friend or somebody you know, how much of a space does it have to be between them dating somebody and before you would date the person, or is it just a no-go no matter what?
It really depends on who it is.
Yeah.
What if they
like
dated
that
in, like,
scenario?
High school? What if they dated in high school? Cause we all grown as fuck.
If it's like my best friend, I'm still gonna feel some type of way.
If it was a high school girlfriend.
Yeah. Just because.
Okay.
Just knowing that. Yeah.
Like if it was just a homie, like somebody I play football with, I'd be like, eh. But if it's like my best friend, I'd be like, in my personal mind, I'm like, I just won't. Unless something just comes up to the point where like we working together, we live, and it just something sparks, and I feel like I have to tell him down the road, like, hey man, I know y'all dated, 20 years ago, but
I like her.
Yeah.
I like her, man.
Hey, that would
like
you?
Her.
He'd be like, I like her too. No,
right? I still love her. What's girl code like? What's girl code? Like, no, would you though? Like, so let's say your homegirl dated this guy in high school, and you guys bump into each other.
Worked out.
Yeah, right now, like you guys are grown as hell.
Nah. Like, I know that. Yeah.
That's.
Ada says no. Call it. What's up?
I got some good morals, man.
Yeah.
This DJ out there, Vegas.
What's up, DJ?
All right, yeah, DJ. So what's your screening protocol? How do you screen them?
Yeah.
To be real, in my personal experience, like in my younger days, I didn't really have that screening because I kind of chose females that was from like farther out. Like I went to high school in Pomona, so I was known for like having all the rancho girls, like which is like 30 minutes away from Pomona. So like I wasn't really messing with the girls at school. You know what I'm saying? Like I was known for having a Rancho Cucamonga girls. Upland, just like different cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't want to hit the same thing that everybody else was hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like that was never my thing. Like I never was trying to run behind my homies, or I wasn't trying to do something like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just too close for me. I'm cool on that because I know how dudes get. You know what I'm saying? But I was that dude that would pass something. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't trip. I'm a pass it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm through with it, or if I'm I'm a pass. Like so I was talking to this one girl, right? Me and a homie. I'm talking to one, and he talking to the cousin. So we had another homie, and this dude was like, he really wanted the girl that I was dealing with. So I said, look, after I'm going to prom with this bro. So I said, after prom, I'm gonna toss her up, and she all yours. You feel me? I'm not tripping. And that's exactly what happened.
After I hit them.
And then, but this is the funny part. And then that dude got mad at my other homie because they went over there on a mission, and his other homie hit, and the dude I passed it to, he never got a chance to hit. So they fell out like they broke the
field. We call that a fumble.
Super fumble.
Yeah,
we call that a fumble.
we was a solid crew. And they broke the crew up over. The whole crew broke up behind that one situation.
Yeah, he fumbled.
Yeah, that was terrible.
He fumbled. He lost the championship.
So when I first moved to Vegas, I did have a same girl moment with the homie. Like, you remember that R. Kelly and Usher song and video?
Oh, yeah.
Same girl.
Same girl. Like, I had that same. I'm not gonna lie, I was sick because I'm sitting here explaining this girl to the homie. I'm like, man, I met this East African girl, man. You know what I'm saying? She cool as fuck, pretty. I get to explain her to her, and he like, hold on, you talking about whoop-whoop? And he said her name. My eyes lit up, and then he's like, you talking about her big ass? Because she was tall. She was like 6 foot or something like that. She was, or like maybe like 5'11", 5'10", something like that. And he was short, so he was like, you talking about her tall ass? Man, I want to tell him, pull a car over, let me out on the freeway, man. I was sick. So I was like, that's
they went through up on the car.
Damn.
But me and him and the girl didn't do nothing. He said that he never hit, and then I never went there with her. So it was just a thing to where like I liked her a lot. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was explaining to him about it because we have hung out a few times, and then when he knew her, I was like, oh hell no. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. So yeah, I never really had that. But if you got a bad one, if you got one that you think is cute, you definitely gonna pull her up to the barbershop. You gonna pull her to the family function because you want their props. You want your uncle to be like, hey, I see you, nephew. I see you got you one right there.
Like, I see. I also want to hear I hit that.
Hey, DJ, I got one worse. One worse than that, bro. So I had this chick.
What happened?
I had this chick I knew from high school. And I liked her since high school. And I never got to hook up with her. So I got older, I was on my shit doing my music thing. Brought her around. She see I'm popping and shit. So I smash or whatever. My dumb self bring her around the homies though. So DJ, you know how that go. And these niggas is raw. These the homies I come up with, so I know how they get down. The next time I see this girl, I pull up to the studio. She's at the studio and she got the homie name tattooed on her ass.
Oh damn!
Like her whole, bro, and she just sitting, bro. My stomach was sick, bro. I'm like, what?
Stomach in your back pocket,
bro. I had to finish work, bro. I was like, bro, this is wild, bro. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
I had to chuck that up.
For somebody that tattoo, for her. Hey, he must have did some voodoo on her.
He must have did something.
Bro, I didn't want to know, bro. I didn't even want to know, bro, what happened. I just let it go.
Yeah, and there's no way. Yeah. But I never got that. Like, I never was that dude to run behind my homie. Like, my homie hit it, then I ran into her, and I started, like, I don't know, it's just been kind of strange to me. Like, there's too many female out here for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why do that? So, and I've seen so many people break up and become enemies and, you know what I'm saying? Just over stuff like that. People that was best friends and would have died for each other, and now they not cool because a female like that. That's never been my get at.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thanks for the call, DJ.
That's a fucked up situation. Because mine wasn't that bad, but I had it was in reverse. I had one of my boys. He invites a girl over who I had already been talking to. Girl likes me like a lot. And I even just don't know, like, I want to fuck you. Like, she wanted to date me. And I just wasn't in that space for that. And he gonna invite her over, and I'm there, and then I see her. He goes, "Oh yeah, invite this girl over," as if like he didn't know I had talked to her. And then I seen the girl, and I was like, "Oh, you know," he's like, "What you mean?" I was like, "Just keeping it 100. This girl, she liked me. I don't know how she feel now, but she came over to see him and went and came and kicked it with me."
Damn.
That's how it goes sometimes, bro.
And he was upset. Like, he was like, "Oh, you want to go upstairs?" And I texted him the next day because obviously in the moment I was just like, "Bruh, I don't know what you want me to do. She here." Like, you know, I know she is a super fucked up situation.
Y'all kicking at his house, too?
Yeah.
Well,
eating his chips and shit.
We both live there, but yeah.
Damn.
Hey, do women pass dudes? I've never been passed personally, at least not to my knowledge, at least. I've hit some friends though, so they could have passed me.
I have
but not to my knowledge.
known some chicks. Like some females who were friends that aren't friends with people no more. Yeah, the minute you say size, whatever you're doing,
she's like, "Oh, okay."
She hears it, and then they go, "Yeah."
She finna go find out.
She did that to one of the girls that used to be our friend. She
no,
did
but
that to my cousin.
That's shady though, right?
It was real shady.
But
she
I
did
feel like
go find.
That's on your cousin for telling her about it. Because why would you
I told her that too.
Like, why would you tell her that you wanted to find out?
Because she was asking me about the dude I was with.
He came in, he did this, he whipped it out.
And
she
then
was like, "Oh,
I
word?
was like, "Yeah,
that's crazy."
I was like, I'm just working with him, you know.
Like, how you beat?
I was like,
he like my brother.
I'm like,
yeah, but have you ever passed a dude? Like, intentionally say, yo,
you need this.
Yeah.
Go holler at my homegirl. Or the homegirl went out.
Like
somebody that I was with?
Yeah, like you hooked up with a dude and you was like, yo, my homegirl think you cute and go on to the crib.
Dudes will do that.
Nah, I think dudes do that.
Dudes
that's
will do
what I'm asking. Like, do women pass dudes around?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't really seen,
I think it's more sneaky. Like, they'll mention something about him, like a quality that the girl likes.
Yeah.
And then it gets the girl's attention, and then she goes, I call it the dick reference.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is.
It's basically a referral, an indirect referral to, oh, okay, cool. You told me everything I needed to hear that I wanted to hear, and now I'm going to go do what I need to do.
So I need to find out for myself.
Like, exactly.
I need to see if he puts it down.
Guys will be like, yo, man, she got that work.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, dude, she did. I'm like,
dude will give you the code to the combination. Like, bro, all you gotta do is get her some flowers, bro. Take her out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get her a little dinner and shit, and you can hit.
Right. She really loved tulips with burnt edges. Just trust me. If you do that, it's game from there.
Like, order the salmon, bro.
Right.
I guarantee
you good. You
right.
good.
You gonna hit, bro. Like,
that's funny. Unless you like truly like the girl, but if it's just like I said, if it's some pass up, it's whatever.
Hey, Vernon.
That's how to be a player 101.
Yeah. Yep.
All you got to do, because women talk and y'all can't help yourself most of the time, you put it down on this chick, she gonna tell her homegirl, and her homegirl gonna go try to find out for her damn self.
Yep.
So now he's being passed through the female friends, and he don't give a fuck because he's getting it from whoever he wants to get from.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, is that
Gotta
cheating?
be like
if
that.
you tell your homegirl about the dude you sleeping with, and then your homegirl go put the pressure on him, and he succumb to the pressure, is that his fault?
Well, I mean, yeah, he fell for it.
Like,
he cheated.
That's like entrapment. That's in the
law.
That's
it's not entrapment.
That's
He cheated.
That's against the law, just so you know. That's against the law.
Okay, he got cut off.
She knew his play-by-play action.
Yeah.
She knew exactly how to get to him.
She knew.
And you sent her over there. You knew he was finna get out the shower.
That's why my cousin cut the dude off. So
I feel like honestly, I feel like you didn't like him that much.
Yeah.
That's why there's a movement now where a lot of women just they don't be like, they don't tell nobody shit. Like, I don't know. I don't fuck with him like that. He cool.
Yeah, I told everyone I dated,
I think dudes, we got the biggest mouths on the planet.
Honestly.
I don't know if I can
dudes got the worse than females when it come to a woman with good shit.
Well, no, Vernon, that's if you like the girl, you not ever gonna say nothing.
That's true.
I would never tell my homie shit. Cause my homies some dogs, bro. I wouldn't tell them.
Especially details.
That's true.
If it's somebody that you date that you like, you're not gonna give details like that. You might be like, yeah, we did our thing, and then that'd be it. But if it's some girl like you knocked off that was bad or had something, you'd be like, oh, she did the thing or she did it. They're like, oh, word, that's crazy. Because now they got the image. They got the mental image.
Now it's over.
Yep.
Now they on the hunt, bro.
So the moral of this story is if you're fucking somebody, keep your mouth shut and don't tell nobody nothing.
Right.
Yep.
Unless you're gonna pass.
Unless you're gonna pass her on, like.
Yeah, unless you're doing a community service and passing it on.
Okay, community service. Community service. I love it.
Exactly. Thanks, Vernon.
Pass them along.
Pass them
community service.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever had a dude try to pass you to his homie?
Yeah, once.
I'm about to say, even not knowing.
Yeah.
Dudes are sloppy.
I didn't know.
Yeah, dudes are sloppy about it. Like, we're not that.
Obviously, the guy gossiped, and then the other guy was like really weird.
He just hit you out the blue.
Yeah, it was
hey, what's up? How you been?
What's up?
I heard you play softball.
Right. Oh yeah, I play a little
Basically,
softball.
and I was like,
do you
this
play
is
ball?
Kind of odd. I was like,
you want to go to batting cages tonight?
It ain't gonna work.
Right.
The batting cages.
Batting cages.
That's how you gotta do it.
You want to play catch?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all should go to the batting cages. Get this work.
I was like, nah.
But you peeped this like something hit you, or like it was.
I knew
random,
something. It
or
was
like,
random and it was off. So I was like, no.
That's not flattered. I think a dude would be flattered though. Like if
no.
you're chilling at home and your homegirl's friend call you like, hey, so
What's up?
I'd be like, the show is set up.
I heard you used to model. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh,
Montgomery Ward.
Yeah. I got this calendar.
The calendar, Nordstrom's or whatever.
Me in college. Yeah. I used to. Me now. Who told you that bullshit? Like,
yeah. Now I think as men, when you get older, you just feel like everything's a setup.
I do. I'd be like,
yeah.
Why? What you coming for?
Yeah, I'm checking that shit immediately. Like, hey, get the fuck away from me. Don't
I don't even want to intervene. Like,
yeah, don't talk to me. Like, get out of here with that shit.
That's funny.
I was thinking.
Like, no.
Yo, I was just thinking about you the other day. You remember that one night? Nah.
Like, time has passed.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
No.
There's one night I remember with you, and we ain't talking about it. Like
the memories.
Yeah, I always feel like when somebody asks me if I remember some shit, I always feel like I'm being recorded.
Right.
Like,
it'd be too prompt too.
Now.
Yeah, like,
you don't even realize you being interrogated. You'd be like, do you remember that one time we was chilling, right? It was like, I don't know, 12:02.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like
12:02.
He was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? The sparks was out. There was a dude named Steve walked by about 12:03. You just never analyzing the situation. Like,
and they start showing you pictures. No, remember this day right here. You like, yo, son, I don't know what's going on.
This is you, right? This is you. Well, I'm not actually in the picture. This is your foot though. This is your foot in the picture.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I feel that way all the time. I fucking start talking.
That's literally. I'm like. Mm-mm.
Have you ever been? Anybody's ever been recorded by like a crazy person you was dating or something?
Right.
Or put you on three-way. You know, remember back in the day,
no.
Three-way.
I got a situation like that where I wasn't being recorded intentionally. I did something stupid myself.
Oh, that's the worst.
But see, check this. I was a kid.
Oh Lord.
But and so what's funny about the story is I'm a kid, and what my interpretation of what sex is as a kid, because I hadn't had sex yet. I was literally probably like 11, 12 years old. And I'm on the phone with this girl, and we're just chopping it up talking about kid shit. And I don't even know how to.
You watch them Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I'm saying we're talking about kid shit. But then as a kid, you're curious though. Like you ask curious questions. Like, yeah, man. So I hear like, because you start taking sex ed like 4th grade and something. They start telling you like, so when it goes in you start asking those questions. Anyways, so I'm talking to the girl, and we tried to call one of our mutual friends on 3-way. We called a girl up. She doesn't answer the phone, so we hang up. At least we thought we did. So we're up here talking, and we started talking about like sexual type stuff. But our interpretation of what we thought sex was, like, I'm like, yeah, man. So we can make babies and do all this stuff, and because I don't know.
I wish I could have heard this conversation with William.
Listen, I'm up here thinking. Hold on. I'm up here listening, like, because as a kid, you hear what grown people talk about. They be talking about, I would fuck you till the night until the morning. So I'm up here thinking, like, 6 hours is regular time to just be fucking. I was like, yeah, I can come over for, like, 6 hours. We can make babies. And I'm saying all these dumbass shit, and all of a sudden it goes, the limited amount has been recorded. I was on the girl's answering machine in her house.
Oh,
and
my
back
God.
In the day where
the old answering machine. Oh, damn.
Her mom showed up.
Oh, wow.
You know how they hit it and you listen to it? She listened to it. I don't even know how she found my mom's work. But I guess she probably did the yellow pages or something. But within that next day, my mom was like, get in the house. I was like, I just got home from school. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what'd I do? And she was like, this girl's mom showed up to my job. And I was like, you know me, I'm still playing dumb.
With the tape recorder, though.
Yeah, with the recorder, the old recorder.
What you talking about, Mama? You was up there talking about sex and shit. And when she said that, I was like, I already knew. And she sent me in the house, and she's like, wait till your dad get home. So my dad was asking me questions. Now that I look back at it, my dad was probably laughing his ass off.
6 hours.
Because that's how my dad was. He was like, 6 hours? Goddamn. Like,
that's my boy.
That's my boy. Right.
Oh my God.
12 years old, go strong. Like,
I gotta be home before I gotta go to sleep.
I got my ass beat by my mom though from that.
There's nothing worse. Funny. I can't imagine criminals that have to like know that they're caught on tape.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing worse than knowing like there's evidence against you. Is the worst feeling. Like,
it's like that. It's literally the feeling like, for example, let's say you go rob somebody. You robbed everybody. You about to be done. Everything is cool. You think you smooth. The cops come, you're trying to run out thinking you're smooth, and you happen to look to the left, and the camera's right there. You look dead in that bitch.
That is
because you know at that point, you know it's over. Shit. Like, oh
you're like, damn.
I had when Facebook first came out, I left my Facebook account open at my girl's house, and I didn't even. I'm probably the first person to do this. Like, no one told me about it. I didn't know this was a thing. I had never heard of this happening. I just went on Facebook and I left, and I thought I logged out, but who knew if you just click the search bar, it automatically logged you back into the original page.
Yep.
And she printed out the conversation.
Oh no, not the print.
Damn, printed it out.
Printed that shit like a movie script, bro. And when I walked in there, she's like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And she just started reading it. I just packed my shit and just left. I had nothing. I had nothing to say. I was so. This is the first time I ever been caught with that much evidence. I was just like, "Yo, that shit is thick as fuck."
She gave it to you frame by frame.
Bro, I couldn't even deal with it. I literally just grabbed my little shit and I just left. I walked out the door.
Where were you at Tuesday?
You know, I respect that though, because people be coming up with some shit. Guys do come up with some shit. Then they try to flip it and blame it, and it's like, what?
My problem is I'm too honest.
You just walk
I think one of the reasons why I'm the way I am is like, you guys seen the movie Liar Liar?
Yeah.
With Jim Carrey. I feel like I have that. Like that I can't lie gene. Like even if like I were to tell you like a fib, like, oh shit, I didn't do that. Chances are within like an hour or two, you won't probably know the truth. Because I'm like, all right, so basically
you felt
what
guilty.
Was, I can't do it. So my thing is now is like
you must got whooped when you was a kid.
Yeah, well my thing is I just can't do
not lie.
I can't do stuff. I'm like I won't do it because I was like I can't lie about it. If you ask me, I'm gonna have to. In my mind, I have to tell you. So I'm like, let me just not.
I feel that way with women. I feel like that with women. Like, I just refuse to lie to a woman about being a man. Like, I just can't. I feel like such a weenie doing that shit. I feel like, why do I even have balls?
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna stand on them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have had a vagina for this.
Just be on your Eddie Murphy shit, man.
That's true.
I fucked her.
Yeah,
I make love to you.
Yeah, you got to take whatever come with this shit, man. I just figured I just think as a man that's just so embarrassed. That's just like a weak state to have to feel like you have to lie to your woman about who you are, or lie to anybody about who you are. Like whoever I am, I'm gonna take whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna take whatever come with who I am,
right?
Good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like to me, I can't lie to somebody about. You know what I mean?
About something.
Yeah, I'd be like,
you got
fuck
the baggage and all that stuff. I mean, obviously, if I come into the relationship, this is what I do. This was my past.
Fuck it.
You know, if you choose to continue, this is on you.
Right. And that's a great peace of mind to know.
That's true.
Look, you know I'm fucked up, so if you fuck with me, you can't look at me a year from now and be
Why
like,
would you do something like this?
Yeah.
I did this several times before you, and I told you I did this shit.
You know. So,
now you're married and you have a fiance. What was your deal breakers before, like? When you were dating, like where you couldn't do it with a female.
Oh,
anymore.
racist.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or being a racist.
Damn.
Oh yeah, yours was. Oh,
I dated a girl with a racist family. She wasn't racist, but it was in the area. Like.
Oh wow.
Tough.
No, but I mean that's a little crazy. But deal breakers.
Yeah.
Like in the dating
like what
space?
if you as a guy
and
like
what
if
at what point in my life would you mean?
Right,
like,
that's what I'm asking. Like the dating space. Like what?
Yeah,
because
like
I was
the
like
dating,
me now. There's
not
different deal breakers.
like
than when I
dating.
was
You're kind of
16.
serious with somebody. I mean, you're not full relationship yet. You're thinking about it.
As long as I don't hear nothing about you or see nothing, like
crazy.
we're good.
Yeah.
If I don't hear anything or see anything, because I don't ask questions.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like if I hear some shit about you, then that's too much. Because I'm not asking nobody nothing.
Because if you hear something, chances are more than one person knew about that information.
Right, it's probably bigger than whatever.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah.
But if I hear about it, that's not a good thing.
It's not.
Or if I see it.
Because like typically, if you hear like if he comes up to me and says this, chances are half the people that came in here probably know about it.
Right.
So it's like,
okay.
And I'm the only one that's like yo.
You're like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
just so you know.
At this point, you look stupid, bro. So
Yeah.
let me just tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
You keep bringing this girl in here on Freaky Fridays.
Right. Holding her hand, bro.
You notice all the porn stars look at her like, oh yeah, I know her.
Yeah. That's probably the only deal breaker.
Now, what about money? Like for guys, do you have to feel like you have to have money to be with a female, or do you have to feel like?
I feel like I should be able to provide.
Established.
I should at least be able to provide for myself.
Yeah.
Because I personally don't like living off somebody.
Yeah.
So as long as I can take care of myself, I'm okay. I mean, obviously I want to be able to provide for her too. But if she's working, I'm working. We cool. Me personally, I wouldn't want to be the one that's like sleeping on the couch or I don't got money for the bills or that's just me.
A man thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's universal in the dating space. Because you got to date, so you can't even go nowhere.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
do you date?
Right.
Yeah.
If you
With
can't
nothing.
find something to eat.
Yeah.
So that's kind of awkward. But,
Hey, babe, you want to share a medium fry?
I don't know, because I feel like for men, we never look at women like that.
Yeah.
I don't think a man ever really inquires what a woman's financial situation is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of a weird space to be in.
Unless he a gold digger.
Yeah.
Unless she's an older woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to get his thing. He's trying to get his thing.
Or just got bread, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get his thing, which is nothing wrong with that, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Money is not really a major thing, I think, because I've seen it on both sides, you know? So it doesn't mean shit when it's not going to affect how I'm dealing with the person. So I don't care about it. Like, it's not going to make me treat you any better.
Now, what if
than
you don't have money? Like, if you're like, damn, you know? Like, what if, you know?
If I had $1 billion, that's not relevant to the woman unless she's my wife.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right. Yeah, I might pay for some meals here and there.
Yeah.
But I'm not that kind of person. Like, I don't like fancy ass shit. Like, I like, if I want a burger, I'm probably finna go to a food truck somewhere where everybody know that's the bomb spot.
Yeah.
You know?
The bomb.
That's literally.
If we go to the fancy spot, we going for the music or something. We're not finna go for the food.
Right. It's got to be like a special occasion or we meeting up with somebody or whatever.
And I don't.
That's true.
I don't like those kind of people, honestly. I don't like people who want to spend other people's shit.
Yeah.
I was raised like, I came up around people who have a lot of money, but on my other side, we don't have a lot of money. So I was raised like, if someone takes you somewhere, you order the same shit that you would order if you were paying.
That part.
Unless they're ordering food, you don't get out of character and order the steak if you ain't never had the the sirloin steak from the spot. Yeah. Like, so I don't do that, and I don't think that people should do that.
I'm on the same tip. I went out with one of my partners, and we got to the place, and I knew.
Hold on, Vernon.
Yeah, I was like, and I knew like this is a little out of my budget at the time, and I was like, this is not a girl, but just one of the homies, and I was like, damn. They're like, hey man, don't even trip. Just get what you gonna get. And even still, with them saying like, they even told me, oh, this is really good. It was expensive as fuck, and I was like. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rock with this though. This is cool for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get
the Caesar salad, bro.
Yeah, Caesar salad.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the 8-ounce steak. I don't need the 15-ounce. I'm gonna just get the 8.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I try to treat people's stuff like it's my stuff.
Yeah.
So if I meet a woman and she's treating my shit like it ain't her shit, I'm not gonna deal with her too.
No that's true.
No way.
Hey, Vernon.
Remember that dude? You asked how a person could date somebody that ain't got no money?
Yeah.
My idol is that dude that went on all them dates.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And he went on all them dates, went to them restaurants. I think it was in L.A. He had $15,000 worth of meals, and for I think it was 15 or 20. It was 20 or 30 different women, and he was eating it. He was dining and dashing on their ass.
Damn. Dining and dashing, man. Damn. If you out there dating, that's part of the
my hero.
He dining. That's your hero. That's your hero.
That's some good ass food, man.
He ate good and was like, you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom real quick and dined and dashed on their ass.
Damn, that's
some hating ass waiter. Oh, I think it was some hating ass waiter got him caught up.
Oh yeah,
I remember him. She recognized him.
Just someone know he ain't paying for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't even.
Shout out to that brother, man. He did his thing. Shout out to him.
Hey, I would have got her fired.
Where is he arrested? Is he locked up?
Yeah. These women was they were so
$15,000 worth of meals. Yeah. He got some, yeah.
But what do you?
But I mean, it was different women. But see, here's the reason.
We went out.
When I paying the restaurant,
we have a legal bonding contract saying I had to buy the food.
Yeah. Like,
no, I'm saying the restaurant could probably be like, hey, you didn't pay us.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. He didn't pay. She did.
But if she paid, then it's not legal. It's not a legal problem anymore.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing: you're on a dating app, and you decide on this dating app that you want to go out and you guys want to go eat for a date. Okay, let's go to this restaurant right here.
Y'all who's
pick
suggesting
a nice
the restaurant
spot.
Though?
Right.
You pick a nice little spot.
He probably is.
Yeah, 9 or 10. He's picking them because he knows.
If he's doing it, he's
wrong. Because he done scoped out the place, so he know where the exits and shit is.
He's wrong.
Yup.
He know
the exit strategy.
He like it, yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool.
He the restaurant flight attendant. He know all the emergency exits.
He knows out. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I told, like people have to understand, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everybody's not going to be happy, and there's not somebody for everybody. Because if it was, this dude would not have got $15,000 worth of food, and these women wouldn't have been sitting there looking stupid.
Vernon, that's why I keep trying to tell these women they need to get with multiple women. Need to be with one man. That's the only way we're gonna fix this world.
No.
If not, some of y'all gonna be single. That's just math.
No.
Thanks, Vernon.
Vernon.
That's just math.
So I'm okay with the dine and dash dude. No.
Hold on. With that all being said,
he was saying. I don't think I ever had that. I don't think I ever had.
Man, that's already a red flag. Like any relationship, just in general, just rule of thumb for y'all listening. If you dating somebody and they don't really got that much money on their plate, and they're the person picking the restaurant, and that restaurant is well out of their budget, you should think about that.
But this thing now, if the girl looked across the table and told me, "Hey, I'm not paying for this shit. I'm about to dine and dash," I'll probably still fuck with her.
Well, she kept it real.
Like if she just looked at me and was like, "Hey, I'm finna do some crime right now. You in or you out?" I'll be like, "You know what? I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
we out of here. Let's dine and dash."
Y'all both Bonnie and Clyde together. My thing is like when you talking to somebody and then that girl's like girl or guy, it can be both, and you start requesting places like, "Let's go to this restaurant where we know it's gonna be like $300+."
Yeah.
And you know you don't got the budget for it. Like.
And where he messed up at is he see if he was smart about it, he could have. Listen, anybody out there listening? This is why I'm not a criminal. I think about this shit too much. He should have just tipped the waiter. You see what I'm saying? Because the issue was, you gotta imagine the waiter's bringing out $400 worth of food.
Yeah.
Right.
So your tip, you thinking I'm at least get $125 from this motherfucker.
Right. I'm getting like 18%.
And you're not getting anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they were pissed.
That's the issue. Because other than that, he could have just kept doing his thing. He could have just brought an extra 50 with him. And
just
been
left
like,
it.
"Yo, shawty, take the 50.
That'd have been crazy.
On his way to the bathroom, take the 50.
Because then maybe he would have been told on.
Yeah, no, he would have been straight. If he said, "Yo, I'm gonna pay the tip," she gonna take care of the bill. Yeah. He could have said that on the way to the bathroom. Right. And just slid her a 50 or 100 and
roll it up and put a note in there and be like, "Hey, look, don't say shit.
I'm out.
You can eat the rest."
Just for you. You know what I mean? Like, at least you got what you came here for. Because she ain't getting, out of that $400, she ain't getting nothing but the tip.
Right.
And then whatever her hourly wage is. So
what happens if you're a waiter and you do that and they dine and dash?
That's a great question.
Does anybody know?
I would ask because she works in the food.
I wonder. Like, I wonder if they take that out of your shit.
They shouldn't.
I don't know.
I mean, because it ain't your fault.
Know,
I guess it depends on the company, because some companies don't really got budgets like that. If it's a hole in the water, like, hey, they took the money, sorry, y'all, we can't pay y'all this week.
Yeah, like,
that'd be some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we short $400 worth of food, so.
I was close to dining and dashing recently at this one place. I swear to God, the girl never came back, and I'm like, there's only 6 of us out here.
Oh, yeah. Somebody did that to me at a hookah bar.
What is going on? Like, I literally could have just went, like, boom, cars right there. Like, I was like, dang.
Some people popped up. We were at a hookah bar, and they were getting all kinds of random shit, and then they left, and I was stuck with that bill.
They dined and dashed on you?
And what's funny is I didn't know the people. The only reason they were even sitting in our little booth is because they needed a big group to sit at that particular table, and at the time, everything was packed. They're like, oh, we need you guys to have at least, like, 4 or higher, and there was only me and Kim at the time. So, like, this guy's here, okay. Yeah, y'all just want to go in there as a group. We just get a couple hookahs. I'll pay for ours. Y'all pay for y'all's. And we'll be straight. Cool. So we get in there. We get 2 hookahs. I'm getting regular shit. Like, let me get whatever the flavor is. They're like, let me get the watermelon with the pineapples on the top. Let me get this with the mint fruit. And I was just like, I don't know what all that shit costs, but whatever. That's on them. One of them hits the bathroom and skates. And then the other one, the girl, she starts walking towards the bathroom. And I notice she's walking to the front. And I'm like, hey, hold up. So I get up. And I walk out. They planned it so pure, though. I literally got up because I walked to the door as she was approaching the door. And I was like, hey, y'all. And then she hopped in the Uber and they took off. It was like clockwork.
I like it. They got you. They got you.
It was like clockwork. I got played. I got played to the max. I can't even front on
They even had the Uber, everything.
How much was the
bill? For a hookah, there's no way you should spend $140 on hookah.
Was it 35, 45?
No, it was 2 hookahs, but it wasn't even like a refill. These were just 2 hookahs.
I've never been hookah.
So if I go to a hookah bar on a typical, maybe $20.
Oh wow, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like if you get all the extra stuff, everything things pack up. So even if they wouldn't have did all that extra stuff at tops, we would have maybe spent like, let's say $50, $60. That bill was $140, and I got topped and I had to pay all of it because at the time.
Did you leave a tip?
Huh?
Damn.
Nah, because she said I can take out because I would have left a tip just on GP if the girl was cool about it, the server. But she's like, there's nothing I could. She had an attitude about it. Like, well, they did this, so y'all gonna have to. It's like, you saw what just happened. Like, excuse my French, but that's how I felt. That's why I didn't say that out loud, but internally, that's what I was feeling.
Because Vernon said they have to pay for the food. Like waiters and servers and stuff like that. Or
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, it depends on the restaurant.
What's gonna happen if I'd ask you like, what's gonna happen if I don't pay for this shit? Like, don't yell at me because I wouldn't pay for none of this.
But
shit.
My thing is too, like, let's be realistic. Like, okay, okay, you spend $400 to go to that. Let's say this restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't think you're coming out the pocket $400. They may take money out of the bill. How much did they buy that steak for? They bought that prime steak for maybe what?
Right. It's probably like some percentage or something.
They spent like $15 on that steak and sold it for $60. Huh?
555.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got dine and dash on.
So
next time, I'm like, I'll be.
No, but see my
thing.
Where'd
A-Dot go? She dined and dashed.
You can see an Uber pulling up.
Nah, but see, that's the thing though. Once it happens, but with me though, I'm a very calculated person. So like, once something happens once, I'm looking for it. Even if you're not even doing it,
gonna be at my apartment. Hey. Where's that money?
I'm going into a situation expecting something to happen.
Yeah.
But now you got Cash App. So now you have no excuse.
Zelle,
like,
Cash App, all that stuff. Yeah.
Me, bro.
If I even see you get up, I'm like, hey fam, real quick, could you oh yeah, I'm gonna get that when I get nah.
Now the blessing
thing
right now.
The blessing about Cash App and all like the electrical payment things is like I was at this parking place and I didn't have any cash, but who carries cash? Like, we in 2022? Like, I can't even remember the last time
a lot of people, I don't
had
hardly
cash.
either. Yeah.
Or I don't even have a card. I don't have cash or a card. So I'm in the digital space. So my man was like, yeah, you got to, I think it was like $10 some shit. And I'm like, yo, I was like, all right. He was like, I was like, yeah, I have my phone. He was like, what the fuck? He's like, no, I need cash. I was like, cash? I was like, ooh, who has $10 cash?
This ain't a strip club?
Yeah, I was like, cash.
Strip club,
and I was
that's
like,
funny.
You guys take a card or anything? He's like, no, we only take cash. And I was like, well, I don't you can either open the door or I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I ain't got $10 in cash. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And the look on his face was just so defeated. So I was wondering if he had to pay for it or something because he was pissed.
My thing is, I'd be like, I can get cash for you, but right now I ain't got it.
Nah, I wasn't going to get the cash. I wasn't even going to lie to him. I wasn't going to pay them $10 because I was like, bro,
dang.
Who?
Bro, yeah.
Some things don't need to be paid for.
I mean, for real, like, if I don't pay it, like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah.
like, are you going to call the police?
Just
like,
open
what
the
is
gate,
going
bro.
on?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's $10.
For the record, they will send you a ticket in the mail.
Oh, they will?
You still don't have to pay the ticket either, but they will send you a ticket in the
mail. For a bill?
Yeah.
If they have your name.
But you could just fight it and be like, that wasn't the case.
I don't know. I ain't never been there. They got a picture of you in the split. That wasn't me.
Bro, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. You know what I mean?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Dang.
Looks similar.
That's cold if they got to pay for it.
That's Steph Curry. That's crazy he didn't pay. Like, he got the money. I don't know why he didn't pay there.
Well, that's hilarious. That's what I'm saying. They ever caught you on camera? They're like, you know who this is? That's Steph Curry. Like, that's Steph.
Oh, man, where you get that? Where you get that footage from?
I know that man anywhere. That's Steph Curry.
That's crazy. He not with Aisha right now. That's wild.
It's all Kim.
Right.
Oh, that's his assistant.
That's his assistant. It's very nice kiss he's giving his assistant. Man,
that is kind of funny though. You could.
Oh man, I'd use that to the max.
Brittany,
let them catch me on some shit, huh? I mean, yeah, it's kind of a hard even topic. I don't even want to go deep into this, but I think it's really fucked up what they did to Brittany Griner.
I absolutely agree.
But like people were saying, I was looking at some of the comments, the chats. People were like, "Man, this is fucking crazy," but it makes sense. Like,
yeah, man, you can't just you can't be a drug mule, man. Yeah. Even if you're a professional basketball player, like.
You think they'll release her if they switch and hand over the what is it?
I mean, it depends on how they want to go about it. It can get,
the guy that they
ugly.
Want.
It can get. I mean, because there's also politics. Because obviously we want Brittany Griner back because we're a fan of her. She does, she's a sport. Obviously she's an American. We want bring our girl back. But when like somebody was mentioning, they're talking about the whole arms dealer killer situation. It's like somebody mentioned, I didn't like how they went about it, but they're like, it's not really an even trade off. It's like, oh, you're trading a basketball player for somebody who like killed hella people, and it's like
about to kill more people than
exactly. And if he gets over there, what kind of risk are you taking by them getting back over there? As much as I want her back, or everybody does want her back. It's
Phoenix
like,
Mercury wants her
back. I feel
like
it can't just be that trade off. It has to be something else. Like they gotta negotiate something else.
Well, they were trying to get the other guy. There's somebody else there too.
Not even a person for person, like something else.
Oh, yeah.
Like a different type of negotiation. Like, okay, this happened. This is how our rules are over here. I know it's not that situation, but she didn't know that going into that. How can we make that work where she's at least over here? Like,
yeah, I think it's sad.
Will it happen? I don't know, but I just hope for the best.
Brittany, yeah.
So is the LGBT community going to do anything, or Russians don't give a fuck about that?
I feel like they should.
They ain't said nothing.
Because I mean,
that's interesting.
We're gonna keep it real 100, like Dave Chappelle said. It's better that if they went about it, some shit might happen. And black people go about it, it's just gonna stay struggle. So
I don't think
that's interesting.
I don't think the Russians care about the LGBT.
Will they even go and do something?
Because they protested everything else.
They protested everything else.
So why
you got
not?
You got a black woman over in Russia.
You got a black gay woman.
Black gay woman in Russia. Yeah.
So.
And she got a wife, and I'm sure her wife is gonna put up too.
She got 10 years to go, bro, in Russia, in the middle of a war.
That's so sad.
Like, what's gonna happen if America goes to war with Russia while she's over there?
That's sad.
Like, she can't hide. She's 6'9".
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
she a big girl.
Shit.
Hey, Vernon.
You think somebody gonna take advantage?
What you said, Will, I absolutely agree with. First of all, you can't be a drug mule. That's number one. Number two, you 6'9". How the fuck you finna hide from all these motherfuckers and you tall as a motherfucker? Right. That's another thing. And here's something that most Americans fail to realize. I don't give a fuck what your nationality is. If you're in another person's country, you have to go by their rules. Their country's rules. They think just because they're American, they can say, "Oh, I'm American." Oh, well, it doesn't apply to you. No, it applies to all of you motherfuckers. So she got she did what she did. She's wrong, and there's a bunch of people saying that, oh, free her. She's not a killer. She's not this, but she broke the law. Mm-hmm. She did some shit she didn't have no business doing. Now she made her bed. Now she got to lie in it. Or they may give her 15. She may not do 15. She may do 5.
Yeah, but Vernon.
And what people fail to realize.
Vernon, in all fairness, how can the same people that's currently shooting people in Ukraine tell somebody that they broke the law? Like I don't, I can't wrap my mind.
Okay,
on
here's the answer to that. Here's the answer to that. Here's the answer to that. If somebody was to come, no matter what you do outside your home, when you go to your house, that's your house, right? And your house have certain rules. Am I right or wrong? No matter what you do outside your house, kill, slap, punch, kick, I don't give a fuck what you do outside your house. Once you have somebody come in your home and break your rules, they're under your jurisdiction.
I feel what you're saying, Vernon, but if my house is trashed up and you walk in my house with your shoes on, I can't yell at you.
Right.
That doesn't make sense, Nick. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter what somebody. It doesn't matter.
They're in the middle of committing horrific crimes against human beings as we speak.
But you can't go over there and do some shit and say, well, oh, you
that's
guys
like
are doing
Hitler
this. That's just like
arresting somebody for jaywalking. Like, bro, you just
slaughtered like 20,000 people.
What are we talking about?
I know.
But you can't. But the understanding is, you cannot go to somebody else's country, break the law, and expect them to say, oh, well, we're over here doing this, so we can't fault you for doing that. You still, without anything else being said, you still broke the law.
Well, but we got some comments from the chat room too, Vern.
Let's see what some of those chat room comments are, because
what's the guy named
if it wasn't Brittany Griner, would this be even a thing?
So, yeah, somebody mentioned if it was like, what did they say, Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift would have been back.
They said it'd be tanks and all kind of shit over there by now.
Taylor Swift would have been back that day.
We could find out. You know what I mean, send her over there with a little package to see if she come back. You know. My point of saying that though is to Drunk's point. Like I obviously know that they're hypocritical. That's why I was just trying to bring it to the light that America, everybody's hypocritical. You know, like it's crazy to me to even get arrested in America. Like this is stolen land, man. Like how can you arrest somebody on stolen land? Like that's insane.
And other countries take drugs like they take drugs serious. Like I mean, some stuff that's legal out here, but you're shooting people. Yeah,
like you're currently doing it.
It's like that.
Like that's crazy. That's weird.
But it's
what
because it's like
called?
I'm shooting people, but I also make the rules. So
I'm
telling you,
that doesn't make no sense.
I can do that.
Yeah, I can do something bad on this side, but then tell you when you're like that to me is crazy. So at some point, the people in the world should just stop and think and realize, like, we don't have to listen to these people. If anyone ever just kind of snaps out of the matrix, like, the only reason we have to listen to the police is because we all agree that we should allow these people to be the police us. Yeah. You know, if we ever decide, like, they're not doing a good job, there's more people than our police, you know?
Absolutely, 100%.
So at any time, we can stop this shit.
Literally at any time. There's people out here that got more guns than the police in their house.
Facts.
So it's like at any given moment, if you're like, you know what, I'm just tired of this bullshit.
I think it's almost twice as many guns in America than there are people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point.
Did you ever see Broke Down Palace?
We could easily go Haiti. Like, it just, hey.
You never saw that? Did you ever see Broke Down Palace?
Broke Down Palace? No.
Yeah. It was with Kate Beckinsale and Claire Danes. So what happened was they meet this guy in another, Thailand. They meet this guy and whatever the case is, they go to leave and it ends up that they were arrested for allegedly drug smuggling. But it was the guys. Nobody could find that guy. So over there, when you get arrested, I think it was like 25 years or something. Jeez. But they had a thing over there. If you take your friend's place or one friend takes the whatever to the other friend, then the friend will be free. So that's kind of like the deal. They did find the guy, but they could never really find the guy kind of deal. So then the one friend that forced her to go there, she ended up taking the sentence for the other friend. So it kind of reminds me, like when you go over there, it's like, wow.
Y'all remember Locked Up Abroad?
Oh,
that's a creepy show. They would show people getting locked up overseas and shit for committing crimes.
Like Russia.
That's a no-go.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Some crazy
stuff. We think about how bad. Do we talk about how bad jail is here? Everybody. I mean, some people might think our jails are worse. I mean, it just depends. But
which one?
It's just different because you know what to expect. It's like I'm here. These is my type of people. I know what environment I'm into. If I go down, like I said, if I go down to South America, if I go to
you don't speak the languages.
You don't speak the language. You don't know the environment. You don't know what they think is normal.
Food, bro.
Like, and they had like roaches going in their ears and stuff. Like, they had roaches and stuff crawling.
It's a little on the harsh side. You know? Yeah, because they come from most of their dishes come from when they had they didn't have a lot of food out there. Yeah. A lot of their traditional dishes come from that. So imagine prison food.
You go to Europe, because like I said, we went to London. It was a dope experience, but food wise, they do things different because they have certain rules and regulations. Like they don't have the certain salts or seasonings that we have. So we go over there. It's cleaner food, but it's still like. Okay, I'll pass. I could use some salt, thanks. Like,
dang.
On the regular.
Yeah, they definitely need to get their seasoning game. I can't imagine.
The seasoning.
I can't imagine.
I couldn't imagine
prison
that.
with no seasoned food.
9 years in Russia, bro. Like, I wouldn't even try to
be
there.
Even Mexico's that's why, jails.
Even though with the situation going on is jacked up, I think I'm just feeling empathetic about that. It's like, you have to do 9 years in another country.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Like.
But I mean, America does it all the time, bro. Like they extradite people and they go get Australian citizens from Australia and put them in prison over here for 25 years and shit. Like,
and people don't even know about it.
Yeah, for like.
But because she's high profile, we see it. I think it's because we have to see it. It's like, dang, I she was in college the same time as me. I watched her when she played for Baylor. I was like, dang, this is kind of fucked up. Like.
But I also feel like my only thing is like the interpretation of law. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of cruel, which, like, a lot of times that gets lost in when they sentence people. Like, just because you can give somebody 9 years,
why do it
for drug smuggling? That should apply to somebody who was smuggling drugs with the intention of selling drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But if I have a personal stash of drugs, you should just take my shit and give me a fine and leave me alone.
Right. Even if the fine is high, it's like boom.
Like.
We taking your shit, $250,000.
Like
go back home, but now you in debt.
Right. And I feel like when situations like that happens, like everybody should question the system and feel like, why are we participating in this shit if y'all can't get it right? Because anybody could be a victim of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy to think about.
Why do you have to give somebody the max sentence for everything?
Yeah, that's crazy to even go to jail.
It's literally at the judge's choice. She's just sitting up there like, how am I feeling today? Is it a 2-year type of day or is it a 10-year type of
10
day?
years.
What am I feeling?
$16,000.
Even using drugs, like you're a drug user, so you obviously have an issue.
Right. Get the person some help.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I say rehabilitation, not jail. Like,
or give him a belly dealer or something. I don't know. Shit.
Hey, Vernon.
Okay, one last thing I know. Here's the thing: when you were talking about being pulled to jail abroad, those jails, they don't give a fuck about you. Because this is what you have to do. You're in an 8x10 cell, probably with 2 or 3 other people. You're on a cot on the floor. You have a hole to shit and piss in. You probably 9 to 10. You're growing your own food, and what you grow, you eat. You get your ass up in the morning. You exercise. You take your ass out there. You do your job, and you go back to your cell. There is no TV. I think you may get a couple of books if you're lucky.
I guess it depends on what country you're in.
I'm trying to find a picture of a Russian prison. They don't even have
her doing this is going to be an eye-opening experience for everybody else who decides that they want to be a drug mule.
Yeah, but
you take your ass to these people's country, you have to follow their rules.
She wasn't a drug mule though.
It wasn't like she had hella drugs. She just had a personal stash. It's like you had a blunt and you
here's the thing. Is it legal over there?
I'm guessing not.
No.
Exactly. Now take your ass to a country that you know you're going to get take your ass to Singapore and try that shit and see what happened to you.
Yeah.
And they tell you the rules of Singapore before you even get in the country. You come over here doing anything out of the ordinary, we fucking your ass up and we sending you back home and ain't shit you can do or we put your ass in jail and your ass is stuck.
Yeah, they did
that. Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad I thought about that.
So here's a golden rule for everybody who's listening or anybody who's ever going to hear this show. Know the rules before you visit the country. Because if you don't know the rules, you can't plead ignorant because your ass going to jail.
I think I'm like, it was in bold.
Yeah,
ignorance is not an excuse.
That's true.
So I feel, just like you said, I feel empathetic and I feel bad for this sister, and she has to do what she has to go through that. I don't know if they're going to give her a couple of years and let her go, or if they're going to make her an example. I don't know what the situation is. Yeah, but I know that there's politics involved.
With that being said,
yeah, you're right.
With that being said, who would have known that being black and coming over to the U.S. would have been a crime?
Damn. Russia's not playing.
Not Russia.
On some of the stuff. No.
We about to cut out anyways. Let's go right into it. I mean, we're lax for time. We're going to do the Throwback Thursday question real quick, then we're going to skid out of here. So,
yeah.
Ada, you want to go ahead and throw that question at us?
If you could go back in time and change something in your life, what would you change? Like any moment that you could change that happened. Like if you could go back.
I could change anything? Probably a penis reduction, so I start breaking these girls' backs. I'm just playing.
Oh yeah, you know.
Nah, I'm just playing. What would I change?
Would you change moving to LA earlier after like?
Honestly, I mean, if I know what I know now, I would have. I still think I would be doing what I'm doing, but I think I would have just created a different plan for myself. Because I'm very like, a lot of times people want to go to a place and they want to do something. I would have made myself a little bit more universal. Like, instead of going to the school I went to, which was a great school, I may have went down to Atlanta and tried to HBCU. I might have, went and got my master's degree earlier instead of like waiting on it type of thing. Like, just little things like that.
Yeah.
I would have just knowing my path earlier. I would have restructured how I did certain things, but at the same time, I wouldn't have been in the same position I'm in now, in terms of my life, how I go about things. If I didn't go through some of the struggles, but if I could change anything, that's what it would have been. Taking certain things, yeah. I didn't even know if I even give a clear answer just now. I'm just really thinking out loud.
Changing stuff, yeah. I think I would change. Like invest in certain stocks before they even blew up. I probably would do that now. Now that I know, I would have been like, I would have like. Let me get that Netflix.
I would have threw like $10,000 into Bitcoin right out the jump.
Yeah,
it would have been
I think I would have probably did something like that. Now. Yeah, I think that might have been.
Yeah, definitely.
I probably would have broke up with some dudes too.
You would have changed that.
I would have changed that. Would have been like, man.
Are you with them now?
I would have broke up.
Are you with them now?
No.
So you already broke up with them. So
but I would have changed it earlier, or
Yeah, I know. Catching the signs earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you dated somebody for 3 years when you should have been dating them for 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that out the way. Wasted a lot of time arguing and doing bullshit.
Yeah. Vernon said nothing because it made me who I am, so I'm grateful for everything.
That's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of with that with
like
Vernon,
Vernon
when it comes to that, because it's like how the experiences that I had are not would be way different. I might not even be here right now in terms of this space. How to change up things. So
ninja.
Oh no, a ninja. I know. I've just been fighting all my life in the nighttime. Like, you wouldn't know who I am. You just be like, there's some random dude that just be fucking people up. Usually between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what this is way off subject, but you know what the oddest thing about ninjas are?
What?
I didn't know they're basically murderers.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you know, as young boys, you don't know this because you get dressed up as ninjas. Your parents, your parents don't let you dress up as like, Jeffrey Dahmer and shit. Right. But there's nothing good about ninjas. They were
assassins.
They were invented
to
like be assassins and kill people.
Yeah.
And extort people and shit. Yeah, which is kind of a weird thing for kids to be able to like,
and dress up
as because they can fight a certain way.
Yeah, that's like a weird thing. I was like, when I found that out, I was like, oh, this is a little awkward. I was like, wait, shit. What? Yeah, so.
Because if you look at look at that movie Ninja Assassin, for example, it's like it's a dude who's a ninja, pops up, does some martial art tricks, slit your throat, goes about his business.
Yeah.
Like that was what he was hired to do.
But it was cool though for some reason. It was just weird. I don't know, it's weird.
It's cool how he went about it. It was the slitting of the throat. How he did it was so pure. Like
pure slit.
Pure slit.
Yeah, that's right. That's weird when you look at it. Like, why do I like this shit?
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Oh, that's funny.
So you about to dress up for a murder on Halloween again? No.
Right. Murderers.
Now I feel bad, like, because I got a full ninja suit at the crib. I'm like, I ain't never murdered nobody.
I'm gonna throw that Ouija board right there in the front.
Yeah, you're basically dressing up as a murderer. Like basically as a murderer.
Yeah, man, that's my legal alias.
Hey, that'd be
full ninja.
Hey, that's a little strange, man. Shout out to the ninja. Have you ever met a real ninja? Well, I guess you wouldn't know.
I guess,
yeah, you wouldn't know.
I would hope not. He slit your throat.
Yes, back in my former life,
I feel like I met a real ninja before, bro. I used to train this girl. I couldn't even pronounce her name. It was something. It was a Japanese name. I couldn't even pronounce it. I couldn't even get my voice to do it. But when I would help her train, she was like, "I just need to help me with, throw the medicine ball." And I would throw like a 10-pound medicine ball at her, and she would stand on top of a Bosu ball, and she would catch it with one hand, do a squat, throw it back to me. And she would do this shit like it was nothing. She would just like run, jump on top of the
balance is hard.
And she would do all kind of like weird shit that I was like, why would you even know how to do this kind of shit?
Yeah.
And like you wouldn't need these skills unless you were trying to sneak into something and kill somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you that. Have you guys seen the movie Colombiana?
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That might be my favorite movie by her.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that like you were just saying, like something happens when you throw something or do something, and they just have a certain skill. You're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, like why would you know how to do that?
Yeah,
like,
that's a little weird.
You know, huh?
How do you know?
Interesting.
Oh.
And she was assassin in that movie too. She was popping people off. So
what's that girl's name? I never remember her name.
Zoe.
I always get it confused with the other girl.
I almost said that.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Because I get her mixed up with Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
that's who I got.
Those two. Yeah, those two as far as names go, and they're both one's Puerto Rican, one's Dominican.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yeah. What's her name again?
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana is Dominican, I believe.
Oh,
either Dominican or Dominican Cuban. I gotta double check.
Oh,
but I know Rosario Dawson's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson, she's dope.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
she's good.
Like I said, Afro Latina, they black. They just speak Spanish.
Even though I didn't believe that she could have really beat those people up because she's so skinny, but it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
I wish they would just show a female beating up a man like in a realistic way one time.
I know, because I mean,
you
like,
could.
This is not me to throw shade at.
This
is not me to throw shade at women, but it's like when you see like somebody like skinny go up to like a grown big man and punch them, and
that's
like
impossible.
and they just knock them out completely. I'm like, did you just happen to hit them right on the tempo?
Even if he did, it's impossible.
Oh yeah.
I've hit grown men, okay,
Right.
and that shit hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts my hand.
Right.
I have to think about it before I do it. Like, do I really want to fuck my hand up right now?
It hurts. It's like even when you're fighting with like kids. Like if a kid hit you in the face, y'all laugh at it. Like a kid wouldn't just punch me and knock me out.
Yeah.
Like
right. Yeah, so I don't. Sometimes in cinema, I wish they would just make a female.
Make it realistic.
Yeah, because you could beat a dude up.
Yeah,
you can.
It's
certain strikes. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna get into fights too, real quick before we take off. I was like, I don't know if you guys caught into the fights last week, but Danny Garcia is back in the boxing game. He won last week.
Who'd he fight
against Benavidez? Benavidez' younger brother. And then also on the UFC side, Amanda Nunes fought Pena again because she had lost her belt, and Amanda Nunes won. That fight was cold.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't like watching female MMA.
No, what's funny is like
her face.
Amanda Nunes is my favorite UFC fighter, and I watched it because she went back and got her belt back. She came with a whole different approach.
Yeah, them females are rough, man.
She wasn't playing.
I'm talking about old girl was on a other girl was leaking. She was to the face.
And you know why I think it is? Because the punches are not as hard, so you're not getting knocked out. So you're taking more strikes.
More of the strikes, yeah.
So that's why I don't like watching the women. Like the men,
they be going
after
at
like
it
4 or
too.
5 punches to the face, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hit the ground.
You're not gonna take like 4 punches from Tyson directly to the dome.
Yeah. Did you see the Asian girl? I forget the Asian fighter. Shit, I wish I knew her name. She's really, really dope. But she was fighting this other lady, and the other lady was just kicking her. Like every time she was coming to her, she just kept kicking her in the face. And like she split her forehead open, split her lip open.
That's happening in this fight.
And you can tell, like, because the kicks weren't knocking her out, she just kept eating them. And, like, it just looked like, it was brutal.
Man,
it was brutal.
What's crazy about this recent fight is Amanda Nunes is known for, like, being a striker. And she's known for hitting and knocking people out. She knocked out Ronda Rousey. She knocked out Cyborg. She knocked out some of the top-tier combatants.
Cyborg's a big girl.
That's what I'm saying. She knocked her out.
That's a big girl.
And but for some reason, this girl that she was fighting, she dropped her. Like, there was one round where if I could pull up the footage, she knocked this girl down 3 times with hooks, and the girl kept getting back up. Even when you saw one hit, old girl's eyes rolled in the back of her head, she hit the ground, somehow still got into her submission stance, got back up, and kept fighting. I was like, I commended her I was like, this girl's fucking tough.
Damn.
Like, how you get dropped 3 times and was still like, I'm still coming for you. I need more of this.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Who did she just fight?
Her name is Pena. I don't know why I forgot her first name right now.
Yeah.
Something Pena.
I think Julia.
And what's crazy is I want to like Pena too because she's from Washington.
Yeah, the MMA game. Could you imagine dating a MMA fighter?
I had one that went to my high school who was like one of the best flyweight UFC fighters of all time.
Would you date her?
No, this is a guy. But I was like, the dudes, it'd be kind of tough. She be beat up all the time.
Yeah, like that part, and
she might whoop my ass.
She could whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Like if she hugs you and she's like, I feel like oh,
listen,
whoa.
I feel like I would have to train with her just so I don't.
Yeah.
So she know, like, yo, I can fight.
I can fight too. You may be better than me, but just know I got a couple punches in my system.
I dated no offense, A-Dot. I dated a softball player. And she was a pitcher for UCLA.
Okay.
And no, not the bro. Her legs was crazy.
Yeah. I was gonna say she
had to have some
softball players.
Bro, her hands, bro. Her hands were so fucking strong.
Yeah.
And I could not vibe. I'm like, shawty, and she was tall. She was like 5'11". I was like, I'm
She's
cool,
all holding
shawty.
your hand all tight.
Yeah, I was like, I'm cool, shawty.
Nick.
As soon as I feel that nerve tension, I'm like,
bro. I was like, I can't even pretend with you, shawty. I'm sorry, I can't even pretend that this is cool. Like,
that's even funny.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Nick?
She was cute too, but she was just a big girl.
Let me hold your hand.
You
know how a
why
guy
you squeezing my dick so hard?
You know how a guy leads the hand. You know, sometimes she's all holding it. She's all.
You see, it'd be cool if she wasn't that tall. Come on, like Nick. You can't be tall and strong. Like that's too much.
How you hold the hand like the tall person like this, and she reaching down like this, but gripping.
You know what I'm saying? Like looking down at me and shit. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be dealing with this shit.
Like, she's looking
hell
down.
no.
I had a taller girl who used to like me back in the day. She was like 6'1".
Damn.
And I was like, some people are like, you can still do it. I'm like, yeah, just.
Was she like a model?
Huh?
6'1" and like thin is cool. 6'1" is strong.
6'1" is strong. She's athletic.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
Like 6'1" track runner. I'm not doing
athletic.
that.
Yeah, she was athletic.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. 6'1" shot putter, bro. Like.
Whew.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Nah, she own you.
Yeah, like I'm so.
She's 6'1" and she's a shot putter. Chances are she can pick you and throw you to the other side of the room.
Bro, she's gonna pick you up.
It's not even an exaggeration. She can throw you to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Like.
And she's gonna pick you up, bro. Like the girl, the softball chick, she tried to pick me up
in front of your friends.
Like I don't know, like she tried to I felt her like grab me, and I was like, yo.
Imagine seeing imagine being with your boys, you see your girl in public, she's like, hey Nick.
And your feet fucking do.
Oh my god, you get clowned on.
If your feet dangle, I gotta go home and reevaluate.
Immediately.
I gotta go home.
I'm going home.
I don't even smoke. I might smoke that day. I gotta think about life.
Smoke that day.
I don't even smoke, but that'll be the day I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
That's funny.
I started thinking about we were talking about Chucky earlier. You remember Chucky's feet when he be
the dangling?
This shit right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, we're looking at the time. We're gonna go ahead and be on our way. So, A-Dot, where do people can find you at?
Check me out, IG at A.Laughs.
And if you listen to this podcast today, you heard a lot of it.
Yes.
Laughs.
The laughs.
And you can find me on It's William Basham on Instagram, William Basham Fitness, William Basham Fitness on TikTok and Instagram, and then everything else William Basham. I guess quick fitness tip of the day. Get your push-ups in.
Yeah.
What's it
we ain't even gonna start about my tips today.
For a push-up beginner, what's a good number to start at?
If you,
is it daily?
Yeah.
I always specify. I mean, obviously size and everything has to play into it. I usually tell people 25, but I'm gonna say 10. I'm going to say start off with 10 to see where you're at. If 10 seems easy to you, move it to 25. And it don't have to be all at one time, too. You can do them throughout the whole day. Like right now, I was just telling her today, I'm doing a thing where I do 100 push-ups a day for this week. But it doesn't have to be like 100 in that moment. I could do 25 here. I could do 10 there. You know, so I balance them out throughout the day. But sometime before midnight, them 100 are going to get done.
Right.
So, and then,
that's a good one.
And also, like, I would say the type of push-up you do, too. I don't like to call them girl push-ups, but I like the push-ups.
Assisted push-ups.
Assisted push-ups,
My assisted push-ups, yes.
Get on your knees and do them. But I always tell people, like, if you can't get them and do up, if you're going to do them on your knees, do them right still. Don't still cheat yourself and you're already on your knees. So, yeah, I would say knock out 10 push-ups a day just to build up, like, it's not even just for strength, but just to build a consistent method. Like, I tell somebody, like, wake up in the morning and do 10 push-ups. Just do it every day, and you'll notice like changes within yourself. Like you feel like you have to do things consistent. Like, oh, I have to do this. I have to continue. So, I got 10 push-ups a day. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's good advice, y'all.
Just
10 a day.
Yep.
Follow at the No Name Podcast too.
The No Name Podcast.
Yes.
Also, shout out to BSB one time. Shout out to ROLLOUT Digital and Brown Sugar Bourbon.
Yes.
Get some of that brown sugar, y'all.
Brown sugar bourbon. The bourbon and the real brown sugar. If you know what I mean. Anyways, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are the No Name Podcast, where no name can describe this greatness, and we are out.
Peace.
The fuck?
What is that?
Oh, he got.